Like this. Hit it.
The Roger Report live morning show. Weekdays at 9 a.m.
Say y'all, I was on Roger's panel a few times and I couldn't take it. The heat. I got out the kitchen. It was hot. I was sweating. I had to get out.
He's Roger, and he's right.
Check this out.
Agreement by which we can live or die. You choose. I have spoken to you a lot of times in hatred and anger, and you have not heard me. Well, you had better hear me today. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillars. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right
to live? Good morning, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Roger Report Live, the best show on social media. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and take a moment out and hit that like button, because this is where you're going to find the best content on social media, and you don't have to worry about it because you're going to have me right here to make sure that happens. And if you've already been coming to the channel for a while, then go ahead and hit that like button, because you already know what time it is, and you know that this is where you're going to get the best content on social media. It's not a mystery to you at this point. You've seen other people do it. You've even seen some people do it well. But what you have not seen is anyone do it quite the way I do it. So make sure you hit that like button. And everyone, yes, everyone, take a moment out to share the content, y'all. There are so many people who need to get great content like this. And it's just a small thing you can do to help the world be a better place. And isn't that what we want at the end of the day? Don't we want the world to be a better place? Of course we do. So share the content out. Share it through your social media. Share it through word of mouth, or even text someone's phone. But do what you got to do to help spread the word. All right, folks, we are back. And today's episode, interesting, I'm sure. Our women, but she get it from her mama. Okay, y'all, our women, but she get it from her mama. Now, before we go deep dive into this, I want to say shout out to all the people who give me views on a regular basis that make up the family around here, because I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all. So thank you very much for doing what you do. Shout out to all the people who leave comments after the stream, because y'all are definitely helping with the algorithm. And y'all say some interesting stuff sometimes. So I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. And shout out to all the people who save a hype for me, y'all. I ain't gonna ask for every hype you got, but you got to hit me with at least once a week. I mean, save a hype for me. That's all I'm saying. But I appreciate everyone who does that, because, of course, all this stuff matters to the algorithm. And shout out to everybody who hits that like button. Of course, that's something we're going to ask you always to do. Hit that like button, because, we need to grow the channel around these parts. We definitely need to grow the channel around these parts. And I appreciate it big time. And that's real talk, y'all. I do appreciate it big time. All right. And before we get too far into this, I want to say shout out to the people who go above and beyond the call of duty. because y'all do something that you don't have to, but you do it out of love, and I definitely appreciate everyone who does it. And I'm gonna make sure everybody get their shine on when it comes to being a contributor of the channel. So I'm gonna say shout out today, shout out to my main man Bronk. He is the sponsor of today's stream. Bronk is the sponsor of today's stream. Appreciate your brother that came through, became a big part of the channel in a very short amount of time. And I want to say much love to the brother, much love to the brother. So shout out to Bronk. You are the sponsor of today's stream. And, let me give a what's up to some of the people who checking in this morning. Y'all know how it goes around here, though. As they say, there can only be one. And I want to say shout out to the Highlander of today's stream. My main man, Trail Bentley, has done it again, representing as he always does. Hashtag long live the habitual line steppers. Hashtag Negroes in the wilderness. Hashtag dignity over vagina. Hashtag Al Gore's babies. Hashtag hey, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Glad to see you in the building. We got my main man, Chef Mike's Roundtable is in the building. So everybody watch out. Everybody watch out. My main man, Floyd Thompson, is here as well. Great to see you. Great to see you. There goes the sponsor of today's stream. Bronk is in the building. Great to have you, brother. Great to have you. We got Terrence Forrest Jr. in the building. Great to see you, my brother. Great to see you. Afro Merchant is checking in. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. I'm laughing at Chef Mike's Roundtable. He said, not Punchy, still in Lululemon in the shower cap. Hey, man. I don't make them up. I just show you how it go down. Somebody probably was punch drunk. I say that. Somebody probably was punch drunk. Oh. But y'all, this just how things go sometimes. This is how things go sometimes. We have some interesting situations that happen with very interesting people. And y'all, this is a story where, the daughter is really the criminal. Let's keep it real. The daughter is the real criminal getting reported on in this particular situation. Now, why the daughter is a criminal? I don't think you got a whole lot to figure out on why the daughter happens to be a criminal. When you see who her mom is, it kind of makes sense, y'all. It kind of makes sense. And I've said time and time again, y'all, sisters are more concerned about their image than anyone else. They're more concerned about the image than anyone else. And these young ladies out here proving they just can't live no regular normal life. Okay. And like a lot of people, they want something simply because it is expensive. Okay, simply because it is expensive. And I'm not even tripping on that. We all go through things like that to a certain dynamic. Okay, they want some stuff because it's limited. This costs this many thousand, this many thousand. Well, I got to brag. Okay, I got to stunt on these hoes. And black women are good for trying to stunt on hoes. And that's something we as black men really need to pay attention to. They are good for trying to stunt on hoes. And they're going to try to get you to act like, a bad girl too. Because they want you to be thinking you should be stunting on hoes. Okay, but you should be stunting on them niggas too. That's the way they see the world. All right. And they want you to think they got it. They swear they ain't got it, but they always talking about they got it. So they give out a lot of mixed message. Okay. They want you to open up your wallet quick for them, but they also want to have it. Now, why you need me to open up my wallet so much if you always got it? That don't make no sense, but these are the images that they put out. Now, y'all, look at these adorable faces, y'all. Look at these adorable faces. Look at these look at these red bones, y'all. Look at these red bones, okay? Ain't they cute? Ain't that cute? Now, what do you say about a woman who steals, but she takes her merch and she give it to her mom? Now, I'm gonna say, y'all, these are obviously not masterclass thieves or anything like that. That's not who they are. Clearly, this is just not who they are. As you look at the little video, you see it, how she made the move on the purse, whatever. You might give her props in your own mind mentally, okay? But she been busted before, okay? She wanted it in a couple places. She been busted before. She ain't that great a thief. Let's just keep it real. She ain't that great a thief. Now, maybe she can make something disappear while the person at the store don't really notice it as they should. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna be a thief, you're supposed to make sure you ain't getting caught at all. Why are you leaving all this evidence around? Okay, what's that about? Why are you leaving all this evidence? All right, you just doing stuff on camera like cameras don't matter. Okay, and let's keep it real, man. When you steal from high end places, you know they got cameras. Okay, you know they got what high end establishment that has merchant that's tens of thousands of dollars on its own. One particular thing, tens of thousands of dollars on its own, and they ain't got no cameras. Like, is that your real expectation? Is that your real expectation that they have no cameras? You got to know they got cameras. And if they got cameras, even if they don't catch you at the moment, all they're gonna do is go to the back. They're gonna pull up the camera and figure out what they missed. And it's gonna be right there. You think you're not gonna be right there with them? So there's a crazy thought process that goes on. If you gonna steal, you supposed to steal to get away with it. Not steal so you can get caught a day or two later. Not steal so next week they come to your house. Not steal so in a month they showing you where you hide your stash. Like, this is not supposed to happen. But it is what it is. People try things, y'all. People try things. They want to do things. They feel like it's okay to do things. They think they gonna get away with it somehow. Somehow, they gonna be the ones that get away with this stuff. Now all these other criminals that then came before them, that don't count. Okay. All these other people that done did something to give a store or some type of establishment the idea that we need to tighten up security, that don't count. Because when you show up, even though they got items that are tens of thousands of dollars on their own, they not gonna chip in any money for security. They just not doing that. Okay. And the crazy part is they tell it on themselves, y'all. Now, we've had shows where I've definitely laughed at people for doing certain things and then coming to the internet to tell on themselves, y'all. I be telling the straight up truth when I say this, y'all. I got a dad, okay, that I've never seen him lie. Not one time. I am not saying he's never lied. I am not saying he's more than human. But I've never actually witnessed my father tell a lie. I just haven't. I mean, I wasn't with him when he was in his 20s. Maybe he lied then. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't with him in certain scenarios going down in his life. Maybe he lied then. I just ain't never seen him lie. So when I look at him, he the most honest man I've ever known. The most honest man. I just ain't never seen this man lie. No matter what was happening, no matter what the situation is, I ain't seen him lie. And even my father told me, don't never tell on yourself. Okay. And some people say, well, why these young men be telling on themselves sometimes? Well, I mean, hey, who raising these people? Okay, who's raising these people? Now, I'm gonna say this was kind of rough because she got on there with her daughter's stolen items. Now, I wonder what the situation is. Is it did you go online with your daughter's stolen items, or did you go online with the items your daughter stole for you? Because let's not trip like mom ain't outside sometimes based on how they gave the story, Now, these bags that women get, I understand it. I understand it. Okay. You know, shout out to Trust. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Trust say, woo. Okay. She says, glad you're covering this. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Something came over me and I said, hey, I need to say something about this one. I need to say a little something about this one. Now, this is the thing, y'all. These are two quote unquote beautiful black women. Okay, these are two quote unquote beautiful black women. Now, these are not drop dead gorgeous women. I'm not gonna let y'all tear them down, but these ain't drop dead gorgeous women, but they are women with some level of potential. There are some women with some level of potential. Both of them would probably have to lose some weight to really get in a better place. I mean, I ain't gonna say probably. Both of them definitely need to lose some weight to get into a better place with some men. But at the end of the day, it ain't like they faces are just so shot that they can't come from where they at. Okay, they both need to lose some weight so they can get with a decent man that's gonna take them serious. That is clearly the truth. We don't have to harp on it, y'all. It's clearly the truth. But they ain't so far gone in the face that they couldn't make it happen. Okay, they faces are decent. Faces are decent. They could have did something. Okay. Shout out to Bucky. Bucky go ahead. He said, beautiful women. Roger, you need an eye exam quick. Okay, maybe I'm stretching the beautiful part. Okay, Bucky, maybe I am stretching the beautiful part. I can admit that. But these are not ugly women. These are not ugly women. They just big in the face. That's what we're seeing. They're big in the face. But they do carry some weight on them. So yeah, they need to hit the gym, that's for sure. But they could be with a decent guy. They definitely could be with a decent guy. And shout out to Trust. I appreciate you, sister. She says, I don't trust the bag stuff. It's a handbag. It's never supposed to be this serious. You know what, Trust? I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate, because as a woman, you could say that. And, you got weight to say that. Okay. You got some weight to say that. You got weight behind your name. We love you around these parts. We've seen you tell the truth on so many levels. And, when you say it's a handbag, it's never supposed to be that serious. See, we can rock with that because you're a woman. You know just how serious a handbag can be. And I'm going to say I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Okay. Yeah, I'm laughing at Chef Mike, y'all. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at Chef Mike. He say stretching the truth. Stretching the truth like their faces, stretching the screen. Look, y'all, I try not to come out here and be swinging on black women and their beauty. I know beauty is extremely important to a woman, so I try to be as positive as possible. I try to be as positive as possible. Y'all just ain't gonna let me. Huh? Y'all just ain't gonna let me. Look, okay. Then he hit me with the no false narratives. You know what? That is a rule. That is a rule. Chef got me using the rules against me. Okay. These two women who clearly need to go to the gym. Okay, clearly need to go to the gym. Okay, no false narratives, y'all. No false narrative. We got two women who clearly need to go to the gym. I don't think their faces are just so bad that they can't get a decent man if they just actually went to the gym. If they would actually listen to a man, maybe a man would have bought them a bag. That's a possibility. Okay, maybe a man would have bought them a bag. I ain't saying they would have bought it right away. Over time, possibly, man might have gave him a bag. Huh? Now, I don't know why women want to carry around a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 bag. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I get they want to show off. I do get that they want to show off, but to get to the point that you got to steal these bags, that's going crazy if you ask me. Shout out to Great Black Reset. He said, late to class. Rhonda's, you're wrong for this, but I can't help it. I got to read it myself. He say, late to class. Why does Roger have Cabbage Patch Kids on the screen? Reset, you wrong for that, brother. The Cabbage Patch. Oh, you wrong for that one, brother. My sisters had some Cabbage Patch dolls, though, so that's hilarious. That's all I'm gonna say, man. My sisters definitely had some Cabbage Patch dolls, so I know what they look like, especially that one on the left. Boy, that's. But look, real talk, they could lose some weight. But Mama done got on camera, y'all. Mama want to bust down with the TikToks, and she want to be cool, and I guess she want to be her child's friend. She on the TikTok, you know what I'm saying? She doing her little bob. Let me let y'all know, I don't just got one of these, okay? I ain't just got one of these. I got two of these, man. I got two of these, all right? Y'all catch up. Now, never mind the fact my daughter out here stealing this stuff. You just catch up to me. That's what you do. You don't pay no attention to the background. That my daughter out here, and I'm going to say it like the women said, y'all. I'm going to say it like the women said. Don't pay no attention to the background that my daughter's a whole thief. Okay? My daughter's a whole thief. And she getting it. But she bringing it back to mama. Now, y'all, who these people, man? When we look at these women, do we really have to have a mentality that there are women? And I know guys will say these are not our women in certain scenarios. And I've said to myself, like, if I say there are women, that's me extending an olive branch. Because these really ain't our women. Okay. But I do think we as black men, we do have this sympathy card that we give to them. We feel bad for these sisters doing stuff like this. They just trying to get it. Okay. We understand. We grew up in America too. Most of us as listening, and shout out to all my people listening outside the country. Appreciate y'all. All right. Now, I don't see them as being so ugly that they couldn't get no man, and a man couldn't help them, do some of the stuff that they want done. All right. Shout out to Shark Sims. He says they are a reflection of all of us. Yeah, y'all, and that's kind of what I'm speaking on. These two sisters, are they really a reflection of all of us? Now, we can't say they're no reflection. People outside of our group are going to see them as us. But I do believe there's an inside view and then you have an outside view. Okay. Shout out to GQ Smooth. Glad to see you, brother. Glad to see you. There's an inside view and then there's an outside view. I understand an outsider looking at these women and they believe they have something to do with us. When I look at these women, I just see, they trash women and I don't really see them as me. Okay, I've already kind of mentally detached that these are my people. Now, I know they black. I get that. Now, my thing is, are they FBAs? Some people would use that first to kind of get them off them. And I'm not even tripping. Okay, when you see a story like this, if you happen to be Jamaican, if you happen to be, Colombian, if you happen to be any other kind of black, and you say, well, those ain't my people, I don't even see that as hate. Why would you claim them? Okay, why would you claim them? Now, I'm assuming that they're FBA women. Okay, I'm assuming that. But the sad part, this is a mother and a daughter. Okay, so the foolishness is there. Mom seems to support the foolishness. So daughter then came up in a household where stealing was okay. Let's keep that in mind, y'all. Now it's still on her. She 18 and over, obviously. Okay. Heck, she almost looked like she ate an 18-year-old. But that's beside the point. The thing is, she does know better. She does know better. All right. And a lot of people may say that, if her mama is kind of crooked, she just ain't have a chance. I'm not going to say that. What you're born to is not on you at the end of the day. But you do have to deal with what you were born to. Some of us are just a little luckier than others. Or, like I'm going to believe, some of us are just a little more blessed than others. Okay? I was blessed to be born to a 2-parent home, but there's some kid born in a different country and he was born in warfare. Okay, there's always kids being born in warfare because war don't really stop. It may change where it happens to be located, but war doesn't really stop. And some kids are born right in the war. Now they're not as blessed as I am in that scenario. So life ain't fair, y'all. And this is something Black folks should easily accept, that life is not fair. Okay? And it is what it is on that note. But if you can get out your own ego's way, you ain't got to steal no $10,000 purse. You ain't got to steal no $20,000 purse. Okay? You ain't got to steal no $30,000 purse. And when you give this purse to your mama, okay, yeah, your mama should care something about you and be like, where you get this purse from? We know you ain't got no job. Now, according to this, y'all, she just got out of dealing with another situation. And 6 months later, she right back at it. Now, this 6 months later, after they're caught. Okay. Now, shout out to Watts Get a Man Cave. He say, Roger, I don't care about these thieves. I'm not gonna say that ain't a healthy attitude. Okay, Watts Get a Man Cave, that's a healthy attitude, if to a certain degree. That's a very healthy attitude. But these thieves are part of the overall Black community. Now, I don't see them as part of my community because I believe I'm from a community that's respectable, productive, functional, and believes in Black men's leadership, our wives and our children. And I don't see either one of these women trying to get into that community. They're both seem to be from this anti-family, dysfunctional single mother community, and it's simply expressed itself based on how they move. Okay? You gotta have that hater spirit in your heart to be stealing from somebody else. Let's keep that real. For the most part, you're never gonna steal unless you're a hater. Okay? You gotta be hating on the fact that somebody else is getting up, busting their behind to do stuff that you're unwilling to do, for you to really just become a thief, and it's just totally unnecessary. Now, I can understand if you starving and you think you're gonna die and you steal somebody's food. I get that. I understand. We gonna steal to live. I think for the most part, a human would steal to live. I get that. I'm not even tripping. Okay? All right. But to just steal because you want to have a handbag so you can front to your friends and your family members that, I got this bag that you niggas can't afford. That's what I see. I'm balling. I'm balling in the way that you niggas talk to their own family and friends. That you niggas ain't got it like this. You ain't got it like I got it. Never mind, she never actually had it. She just stealing it. Never mind, she ain't worked for it. Somebody gave it to her. Never mind that there's no way to connect that she's really somebody important just because she got some expensive bag on. And real talk, say if you somebody like myself, I'm not gonna even notice your bag expensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna even notice you got an expensive bag. I'm not saying everybody around me been wearing fakes. What I'm saying is I care so little about your handbag, I ain't gonna even notice it's expensive. And that's just keeping it real. Okay, so you can wear some very expensive stuff around me. I ain't paying no attention. I don't even know it's expensive. It just don't matter. And women doing this for image. Let's keep it real. They doing this stuff for image. Now, shout out to Afro Merch. He asked an important question. Is this your queen? Now, I understand he asked it as a joke. But that question should not be ignored. Is this your queen? And I'm going to say, it ain't mine. Okay? It ain't mine. That's for sure. Okay? Gary Miller say, that's some white kid's mama. Ain't tell her the truth. Hey, man, it is what it is, y'all. They get busted. They're going to be associated with black people. It's going to be even worse for black men because it seems like we got the bad ACNs too, you know. But what do you do when a girl is out here stealing? You want to get her to get on the right track. And then you come to find out she taking the merch to her own mama. Like, what do you do with stuff like that? You want to encourage folks to be better for the quote unquote community standpoint. You know, and maybe because she ain't that old, some of us might have an idea that maybe if I take her and sit down and talk with her and her mama, I probably could get her to act right. You know? Now you don't know who her mama is, but you had that thought. You know, she's still kind of, well, I believe they said she was 25. She ain't too far gone. Maybe we can sit and talk with her mother and kind of try to get her on track. And you find out mama the one making the video. Not only is mama down, mama promoting. Okay, mama promoting. And I don't know what type of conversation they about to have, because whenever they do really talk, okay, if it has not happened already, what do you do when you find out how you got busted was mama made a video? What do you what do you do with that information? Okay, what do you do with that information? Mama done made a video. And she gonna find out, because at some point she gonna have to go to court for it. I mean, well, unless she plead guilty. I mean, she could always just plead guilty. But if you're gonna go to court for this, and you're gonna take your chance, and you know, she might. She didn't. This ain't her first rodeo. So maybe she decided to take a chance and see what happens. Sometimes you can get a win that way. Just take it to court and see what happens. Now maybe she tries this. But if they put a case against her, they're gonna bring up the video that mama made. Y'all, can you imagine being in the courtroom? I mean, just take a moment out, y'all. Take a moment out. Can you imagine you're in a courtroom? Now, you understand you a thief. That's not a surprise to you. You get that you a thief. You understand that part. Okay? You've been home for, I believe he said 6 months. You've been home for 6 months. You finally got this other thing off your back. I mean, you still got a guilty verdict, but they gave you time served. So that's kind of over with. Okay? Now you sitting there. You start your little new thing up. You get to stealing like you was doing it in the first place. Now you just not stealing. You stealing. And as you stealing, okay? Now that is a comedian who started saying the same word twice, y'all. That ain't me. That was some comedian who did that. I don't say that might have been I can't think of his Dave. That might have been him. Okay, repeating the word to make sure people understand what's being said. So she out here stealing. You in court, you fighting your case. You may even think you're doing good. You may even think you're doing well in the courtroom. Like, they really ain't got me. It's all scenarios. They ain't really got no hard proof. And then here come that video. Okay, here come that video. And it's a video of your mama sitting there, you know, trying to get her sachet on with a couple of bags that you being accused of stealing. Now, you may not have known that this is how you got caught up. You may not have known that part. They may not have shared that with you. You could know, but to be in that courtroom and they playing it for the judge or the jury, and then your mama with your hand back. That's cold blooded right there. That's cold blooded. But I got two guests backstage, so I'm about to bring. Well, I just brought them up. I want them to go ahead and get in and share their thoughts on this one. We got Ku Klux Keisha. Ku Klux Keisha is in the building, and then we have the lovely Toya who will chime in right after. So Ku Klux Keisha, you got the flow, my brother. How you doing?
Hey, happy Thursday, Roger.
Happy Thursday, brother.
Hey, man. Look, this is not our problem, okay? This is what's the premise? Stealing from white supremacy, okay? So we got them Ku Klux teachers stealing from their white boss, their white manager. So that's a win for me. I get to laugh, and they get to go to jail because as we all know that the incarceration rate is decreasing for black men and increasing for black women. So they are slowly becoming the face of criminality in America as we speak. I think.
Okay. So you think America gonna get it? And they gonna say it's them. It ain't the men, it's the women. I mean, that could happen over time. I can't say that's impossible. That could happen over time. Think it might be a while though. I think it might be a while. All right, we got the lovely Toya here. The darling of the channel is in the building. You have the mic, my lady.
Hi, Roger.
Hey, Toya.
How are you?
Fantastic.
I'm so glad to hear that. Listen, I'm really glad you're covering this because when I saw this story a few days ago, I immediately hearkened back to when she went viral the first time for her theft in 2024 because I had just saw that video maybe a month ago.
I didn't even know that she went viral. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
she went viral. She went viral for when they were stealing out of Lululemon. And when I saw that video, I was appalled at that one because she was trying to get away with it well after she had been caught. I'm sorry I don't have the link to give you to that video, but if anybody in the audience had an opportunity to see it or cares to look for it, I'm sure it'll be easy to find. But when she was being, when the cops came to her to ask her what was underneath the clothing because she had been layering it, so she had walked out of the store already, and they approached her at her vehicle, and she was trying everything in the book to get out of it, and ended up not getting out of it, as you just explained to us. She served some time, but what got me is, and I think this is a black woman thing all across the board. We will try to save face even when the odds are inherently stacked against us. There's proof to the tilt that we are guilty, but we will try to save face no matter what. And it's like, I don't understand this delusion, this invincibility complex that tells you it not only is it okay for you to go take things that are not yours, that you didn't pay for, but that you will get on social media and flex with these items as if you have the social or monetary capital to even own these things. Who are you doing this for? That's another reason why I don't understand the bag thing, because I will go to Target and buy a purse because it serves the needs of what I have it for. And I don't care what the name is associated with it. Am I going to work or not? Am I going to school? Am I going to church? Like, these are things, I need the bag to carry my things. It doesn't need to be thousands of dollars because I don't live that lifestyle. I really struggle to understand the logic here. But then I realized, at large, Most black women are walking around here without logic.
Well, hold on. Say that last part for me again. Without what?
Logic. Logic.
Okay.
These
Gotcha.
people, I really think they lack logic. They just don't have the wherewithal to understand, hey, this thing I'm about to do has a consequence and I might get caught. It's lost on them. It's all about the exterior. Let me show off who I am or who I want you to think I am because I'm really not her. And it's sad. You went to jail and then you came out and did the same thing on a higher scale. Why do they deserve freedom? Why?
I'm only laughing because the way you said it. The way you said, why do they deserve freedom?
I'm flabbergasted, Roger. I really and let me tell you something. I will tell on myself right now. I am going to give you some information about me that is less than savory. When I was in high school, I used to steal. Okay? I did. I'm not proud of this, but what I'm saying is I'm telling you that at that time when I did it and I didn't get caught, what got me to stop doing it was realizing that if I am meant to have something, it will come to me with ease and through hard work of earning it. It is not right for me to go into them people's store. Now I wasn't stealing bags. I was stealing things like lip gloss and just small things that really I should have just bought, right? But either way, if I'm able to look back on that time in my life and realize the error of my ways and to understand what got me to get out of that before it became something like this, I just don't understand how you get to this big of an age as a mother and then teach your daughter to do the same behavior without recompense. I just don't.
I gotta ask a question. How does a mother address a daughter who got caught because she put the video out that her daughter
right
was
right?
Like, is that an apology? Like, how do two women settle
Of
that?
course not. First of all, a black mother never apologizes to her daughter. That's number one. Number two, if you just look at any interaction between them, you can tell that the daughter is developmentally delayed. That's a whole nother issue in and of itself. I know that's not what you're talking about, but it's sad because you're layering on top of the fact that you have a daughter who is developmentally delayed. You're laying on her this criminal lifestyle, which is certainly going to carry her in a way that you can't protect her from once you're long and gone. I like, what's the quickest way to tell your offspring that you don't love them? I don't know.
I'm gonna say now that's kind of foul. Now, if her daughter is slow and she's taking advantage of her daughter being slow.
Yes.
Now I don't know how slow she is, but that's dirty, boy. That's dirty. And I want to say shout out to you, Toya, because I obviously there's some love for you out there.
I appreciate it.
Bronx say, Toya, you on air. You didn't steal anything ever, okay? Just like that, okay? And I want to say shout out to Afro Merchant. He said, Bronx, right. I was there. I bought it when she wasn't looking.
Thank you, Afro Merchant. I appreciate that. But I promise you, I'm rehabilitated. I don't do that anymore. But I'm only saying it to say I understand the allure of it when you're young and you're dumb and you just want something and your mom won't buy it or whatever. I get that. But you grow out of that. To be a grown woman, not only exhibiting that behavior, but bringing your child into it, that's a whole another level of just miscreant. You don't need to be free. Somebody needs to be watching y'all all the time.
Now, I'm going to say shout out to Toy for that. And shout out to these ladies. Hey, we all did something wrong. I mean, it's not like, any of us is perfect. And I definitely wouldn't even try to present it that way. We all did something wrong. But this a little too old to be doing this stuff. And y'all, see, this is where I got to say that black women have these thoughts that are going on in their brain that just don't seem to make a lick of sense. Because I'm going to keep it real. You know, you're a woman, you're supposed to be trying to attract a man. You steal a purse that costs, you know, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, whatever. That's all good. That's on you. Who gonna see it? Has a man ever really saw an expensive bag on a woman? Because I think the men that see expensive bags on women, for the most part, they bought the bag. That's how they know it's expensive. But realistically speaking, as a man who has never bought a woman an expensive bag that costs tens of thousands of dollars and has no plan to ever buy those bags, regardless of success. No plans. I ain't saying it wouldn't happen, but I definitely ain't got no plans on it. So I ain't never bought a woman no bag like that, right? And I'm just saying that because I've said something that I try to hold true to. I don't buy women nothing I don't want them to have. So if something goes south, I ain't finna feel bad because I gave her this or gave her that. I don't give them nothing I don't want them to have. If I gave it to you, I want you to have it. It's yours. But I ain't bought no $10,000 bag. But I have to ask myself as a man, why y'all buying $10,000 bags? What's the purpose of that? Because I'm not going to even know you got a $10,000 bag on.
Roger, what are they putting in it? What are they putting in the $10,000 bag? That's what I want to know. That's why I've never been fazed by them. Because if I ain't got $10,000 worth of things to put in the bag, or at least $8,000 worth of things to put in the $10,000 bag, that tells me that I could knock a few $1,000s off of the cost of a bag because I ain't got that much stuff to put in it. I'm just saying.
That's another great another great question. I would have, because I don't know. What do you put in the $10,000 bag? If as a woman, I mean, should you be carrying around $10,000+ in cash? That would seem a little unsafe. Okay, people wouldn't necessarily know you got it, but that's kind of risky for a woman to take that much cash around with her. And I've taken some decent amount of cash out the house, but I know don't nobody know I got it. Nobody expects me to have it or whatever the case is. So I done took some thousands of, and I don't think I ever took $10,000 out. Yeah, well, I may have had $5,000 or $6,000 on me or whatever. But I know don't nobody know I got it. Okay, nobody knows I got it. But I'm a man. I could be a target for a theft at any random time. It just is what it is on that note. You know, but of course, as technology has changed, you get in the banks, you don't carry cash like that anymore. So I don't know what women are doing and why they would even carry that much money around on them. I just don't see it as a smart thing to do. It's not a safe thing to do. And the bag could just be snatched so easy and somebody just run off with it. I don't see the purpose in it myself. I just don't see the purpose.
Well, hey, Roger, you know what they always say?
What's that?
Get the bag, Steph.
Yeah, well, getting the bag is supposed to be about earning some money. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about earning some money. Well, I ain't gonna say earning money. It's supposed to be about getting money. If we gonna be real about it, it's not necessarily earning. It's supposed to be about getting the money. Shout out to Afro Merch. He said, if I ever get some real money, I might buy an expensive watch that lasts a century. I pass it on, or a nice car. A bag though? And see, that makes sense to me. If you get a watch, you can look at this watch 20 years down the line. You ain't gonna know what that bag is 20 years down the line. And again, who are you buying this bag for? Who are you trying to impress with the bag? Because you're not really doing it for men.
They are impressing each other. Remember, they always say they don't wear XYZ for men, so they are doing for each other.
Well, my thing is, number one, I don't even believe them. Number two, if you're doing it for each other, what is wrong with you mentally anyway, unless you're a lesbian? Now, if you're a lesbian and you try to impress other women, I get it. I ain't gonna even, not gonna wonder about them. But if you don't see yourself as a lesbian, then why are you trying to impress people with bags? Because I'm not gonna even know your bag is expensive. Now, I've seen some brands that have been talked about a good amount, such as a Louis Vuitton. I've heard people say a lot about Louis Vuitton, but when I look at you, when I look at that Louis Vuitton, I promise you, expensive bag is not gonna come across my mind. I'm gonna think you got it on sale. I'm gonna think you got it for the cheap. I'm gonna think it might be fake or something like that. I'm not, unless you're a rich person. I have no reason to believe that you got a rich woman's bag. It just don't see, y'all. I don't believe in coincidence. A rich woman with a expensive bag makes sense to me. A poor woman with a poor woman's bag also makes sense to me. So when I see poor people, and I've seen women Louis Vuittons, Gucci's, or Coaches, and I know that these bags are supposedly expensive. I don't even believe they real. They poor people. Why would I believe a poor person is out here running around with a $10, $20, $30,000 bag and they ain't got $10, $20, $30? Because women beg on a regular basis. Okay? It just is what it is. I ain't saying to shout down black women. I'm just saying what's real out here. I don't think you got $10, $20, $30, let alone you got enough money to be carrying a $20,000 bag. But I'm going to slow down right here because we got the champ in the building. And I'm going to go ahead and give him the mic. What's going on, champ?
Hey, what's going on, Roger? Good morning. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are having a good day. I hope you all are surviving the heat that's hitting here in the Midwest and everything else. But Roger, what witnessing, we're witnessing a lot of black women crashing out, and it's really tough to watch. It really is. And I was just going to kind of regurgitate what the lady just said just a moment ago about they're doing this without logic and everything else. It's just as that they just feel like if they just do some of this type of stuff and everything else, it's there to get clout, to get clicks and everything else. Do something on TikTok and everything else, to try to get some type of sympathy or some money and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, it's a really disturbing thing that we're watching, and that's all I can say. It's really tough to watch. I just don't like seeing black women doing that to themselves constantly and everything else. This is the same black women I saw a few years ago that did this type of stuff, thinking that they're not going to get caught and everything else, but it seems like it seems like they want to do this just to clout, just to make a name for themselves, do some TikTok stuff, random stuff, and everything else. So that's all I gotta say.
All right, and I do think this is not good. Of course, it's definitely going to be damaging to reputation. As a man, when I hear about stuff like this, I just kind of look at a woman as kind of retarded, because it's like, why would you even go through the trouble of doing all this? Because number one, is it that serious? Because who's out here measuring women by money anyway? I mean, let's be realistic. Who out here really measuring women by money? And do you even believe that when she
I
comes?
got the answer for that.
Well, go ahead. Let us know. Let me know, because I don't get why a woman has this need to be caught out here with this $10,000 bag that I'm pretty sure most people gonna do exactly what I'm not saying ain't nobody had one, but
Right.
I'm saying I've been in regular everyday situations and I see like the LV. I know the Louis Vuitton. I see. I'm not all that into brands like that, but I know Louis Vuitton, I know Gucci, and I know Coach. I do know those, okay? Because I've been hearing about those since I was a kid. When I see the Louis Vuitton, I don't believe they real. When I see the Coach, I don't believe it. Nothing in my mind says expensive bag. I see it, and it's like nothing in my mind is gonna click and say she got an expensive bag, she got an expensive wallet, or whatever it is that she got these symbols on. And I know they make fake, so I'm not saying I really mentally do it, but it's just in my mind, nothing goes off to say that's expensive. Like, it don't even register to me that that's an expensive item. So I just think you either stole it, possibly, but I really believe it's probably just fake. And that's real talk. So you tell me about this. Who's measuring women about money and all this stuff? Where is this going on at?
This is being done by other women, sadly. This is all it's for. It's women dressing up for other women. That's all it's for. And the reason, once I realized that, I stopped subscribing to let me go get the this or the that. Because, like you said, men do not care one way or the other. Now, there are some men who want their lady to dress a certain way or to carry certain bags. And that man, more often than not, will purchase those bags. And in that case, great, fantastic, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. I actually champion that kind of a situation, right? However, if I am a woman that catches a man's eye, he's not, just the way Roger just said it, he's not interested in what bag I'm carrying, how much it costs, none of that. Now, that's why I don't prioritize wearing a name brand bag, because it's not going to get me any closer to being married. But it is going to catch the ire and the glaze of a woman, which is not what I'm after. So keep me far away from any of those markers. That's how I look at it. Now, I know a lot of women buy into this idea that if I have something that other women covet, it makes me look better. But the sooner they realize that that isn't a flex, the better off we'll all be. Sorry, I'm driving.
No, that's absolutely fine, and I'm totally in agreement with it. And I'm gonna say, I mean, when it comes down to it, I ain't worried about what you got on. I'm worried about how to get you out of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you got on an expensive dress, a cheap dress. You know, I found out a while ago that most women's clothes, well, from what I can tell, I'll say it like this, okay? Because I'm not a woman, but I'm going to say it like this, y'all. I done found out that it seems that most women clothes are extremely cheap anyway. Like, they don't really spend no money on clothes. They'll go to rain. You give a woman $100, she can go to the Rainbow and wild out.
You're right.
Like, that stuff ain't costing no money.
Right. You're absolutely right, Roger. That's why I made the point about why walk around with a $10,000 bag and you got on a $30 outfit. I mean, and your shoes wasn't nothing but 20. Like, really, what are we doing?
Yeah, I honestly don't get it. And I'm not worried about how much your stuff costs when I'm trying to get you up out these clothes. Because that's the only time I'm really thinking about your clothes, is how I'm going to get you up out these clothes.
Dude,
now,
Roger, like I
go
said,
ahead.
the only logical reason that they're doing this is just you
crashing out, and it's another way to go up there and get, get instant gratification, fame on some of these, on social media and everything, like TikTok or Snapchat. Snapchat. That's the reason why.
Well, my thing is, this is kind of silly because I'm not gonna notice. You can get the bag, like you saw the little video they played with the mama, doing a little thing with the bag. I didn't really notice them bags. The only reason I know them bags was important to the story because the people on the broadcast was telling me the bag was important. Like, I didn't even really look at them bags, and that's what the story about. And I still didn't really pay no attention to them bags. I really didn't even get a good look at them. I looked at the people who was committing the crimes, because to me that's the important part of the story. I don't care what bag they stole. I thought it was a dumb move in the first place. And who's gonna really do anything? Like, there's so many places that we have been as men, and we ain't cared nothing about these women's stuff. You done been at the airport. Somebody had something expensive there with you. Did you pay attention? No, I can't tell if a woman got on an outfit that costs a lot of money versus a woman that don't got on an outfit that costs. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask. I don't care what brand it came from. You either look decent in the outfit or you don't. That's all it is to me. Now, I understand buying more expensive stuff for quality purposes. I do understand that. I was taught that growing up. But I was also taught you can get quality stuff and not have to pay an arm and a leg for it. So you just got to find a good balance to be able to get your quality stuff without paying an arm and a leg for it. And at the end of the day, to me, that's what makes you a good shopper. To me, women like this, what I would consider embarrassing. The fact that you got a girl that just got out of trouble and within 6 months, she right back in trouble, this looks dumb. And it's very dumb, the fact that she got right back in trouble because her dumb mama is on social media trying to show off stuff her child stole. I thought the whole point of being a thief was to make sure people didn't know you stole it. Mama on social media trying to make sure everybody knows she stole it. What point is this? And at some point, my thing is, we just got to accept these are dumb women. Because I have said time and time again, stupidity is a choice. How dumb can you be that you know your daughter just got out of trouble 6 months ago, and you're going to take some stolen merchandise and put it on social media so everybody can know your daughter up to it again? What kind of loving mother does this? You know? And my thing is, when they have to talk to each other about what actually happened, because they're going to have that talk at some point. Do you tell your daughter you didn't know what she was doing? Look, girl, I was so dumb, I didn't realize posting your stolen property on social media would get you in trouble. Even though you already got a record for being a thief. That's got to be an odd conversation. Mama, I love you. I'm a trash woman, but I love you enough to steal stuff for you too. And you got me caught with the stuff that I stole and gave to you? Now, I don't think they're going to have a good, sensible conversation because I think they both going to be playing so stupid, it ain't going to really go nowhere. Maybe they're going to end up hating each other. Who knows? Or maybe they both so slow that they don't even see the problem, and maybe they won't even talk about it. You know, you never know, because I can't say they're the brightest women based on what has happened in the story. Ain't nothing in this story ringing intelligence, okay? As far as what they did. There's not much to ring out on intelligence. But I do believe people can be smart. You were smart enough to steal the bag. So I don't think they just all dumb. But your mama posting the bag so you can get caught, that's just crazy work to me. And my thing is, the last person I'm going to give something to, if I'm a thief, I mean, if I'm out here stealing for real, the last person I'm going to give stuff to is the dummy who will post it on social media. I ain't stealing nothing for you. I'm already out here stealing. It's bad enough. And I ain't stealing nothing for you because you don't know how to keep your mouth shut.
Roger, when they tell us to protect black women, are we supposed to protect these kind of black women too?
Wait a minute, you say we supposed to protect black women? Our what? We supposed to protect who?
When they say we're supposed to protect black women, or we supposed to protect these guys, these gangsters?
Well, when they say protect black women, I do believe that they really want us to protect them from accountability. So I'm gonna say yes. If you listen to women talking about y'all supposed to protect black women, I honestly believe, based on enough stories that I've heard, is really they're saying y'all supposed to protect us from accountability, which means they should be protected. They should have been protected from cops being able to do something to them, even though we can't tell them not to post the bags on social media because we can't tell them nothing.
Yeah, it's almost like, we're supposed to protect their own failures and everything else. That's what they want us to do. Protect them from their own misjudgment, their own misdeeds and everything else. Just try to make excuses and everything else. But when excuses run out and everything else, you can't explain it to them and everything else. They'll crash out on you and everything. You say, "Oh, it's the black man. It's the black man's fault. It's the man's fault and everything else for putting this in position and everything else."
Yeah,
you see,
I don't know how to protect a woman who would commit a crime and then give it to her mama. And then her mama just posted on social. Like, I don't even know how to protect her. Well, I'm supposed to protect you from your daughter? Like, like, how does protection even happen? You know? And, of course, I wasn't surprised no man was mentioned in this particular story. Because if they had a man, I'm not even saying the smartest man. I think even the dumb man would have said, don't post that, baby. Don't post that. I know you like the bags, but don't post that. Okay? She just gave you those. Don't post that. Okay? If you want to post something, post it a year later or something. You know what I'm saying? Post it a year and a half later. But don't post that right now. Okay? Get your bag, use your bag, do your thing. But don't you post that right now. Who out here got the bright idea that I'm supposed to post it even though I just stole it? Like, where's the thinking coming from, y'all? Where's the critical thinking? I just stole it and I'm gonna post it.
I told you they don't have logic, Roger. The logic ain't in them. And I'm glad you brought up the fact that there was no man around, because if there was a man even in orbit of their atmosphere, he would have put a stop to that. Whether it be a father or an uncle or any man in close proximity to those women would have made sure that that didn't happen. Like you said, not posting it, even as far as you just got out of jail. Please don't go back. But this is what happens when Black women are independent and can do anything they want. This is what they do. This is how we show you what we can do with all that freedom.
Fact. That is fact. And and many of these black women are crashing out, because you know they've been crashing out ever since the election, unfortunately, and they do some of this dumb stuff and everything else.
Well, I would say that crash have been happening long before the election. But I do get what you're saying, and at the end of the day, okay, you know what? I got something finally coming through, y'all. Shout out to Mr. Thompson. Floyd Thompson say, Roger, are you doing the cash app? And I'm like, man, I don't see nothing. Well, something finally showed up. Shout out to Afro Merchant. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. He just dropped $20.57. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And appreciate that 57-cent Trail Bentley tax, y'all. I'm going to say it again, y'all. That 57 cent eventually add up, okay? Don't sleep on the 57-cent Trail Bentley tax. Hey, appreciate you, Afro Merch. Appreciate you big time, brother. And look, I don't know what they trying to accomplish, but to me, I mean, you got a woman who's 25 years who's already a certified thief. She's only 25 years old. She a certified thief already. Now who was supposed to be with her? You supposed to be using your 20s to get you a man, especially your early 20s, to get you a solid man, because you didn't have a high school sweetheart, because you really should have had a high school sweetheart. But everybody ain't going to catch no high school sweetheart. So you supposed to use your early 20s to get you, you know what I'm saying, get you the best man you can for the most part. And you out here stealing? Now, my thing is, this is clearly a woman that ain't satisfied with stuff. So if you any kind of man that was trying to show her any kind of love, you absolutely was going to waste your time, because she definitely can't be happy, because she need all these bags that cost tens of thousands of dollars. And I just don't understand why poor people, and I'm saying poor on purpose, why do poor people want to have a $10,000 bag that's easy to take? I don't get that. We all should like nice stuff. I'm not saying there's any human that shouldn't like nice stuff. But if you poor enough to be stealing, where you live? Okay? Now, I ain't going to say it ain't some thieves that live in some expensive areas, but I'm saying realistically, for the most part, where does a thief live? Do you live in a great neighborhood? Because you probably don't. You know, crimes like theft, especially, seem to happen in poor areas. Okay, or poor people like to commit these crimes. A purse is easy to take off a person. It's just a very easy item to take from a person. When you start thinking about what you could, it's harder to take somebody's house. It's harder to take somebody's car. Purse pretty easy. Okay. If you live in a impoverished neighborhood and you got a $20,000 bag, are you helping yourself at that moment? I think sometimes we're a little too ambitious at the wrong stuff. Okay. What you gonna do when you live in the hood, but you got a $10,000 purse? Like, what's gonna happen with that purse? Somebody gonna take it from you eventually. Now, how they gonna take it may cost you your life, but they gonna see that $10,000 purse, because the thieves see what's going on. Now, I don't pay attention to it, but thieves do. So the thief gonna see you with a $10,000 purse and just ain't gonna do nothing. That's what I be trying to figure. Do they really believe this? You gonna steal a bag that costs $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. You gonna go right back over there where all the poor people at, and you think all the thieves amongst the poor people ain't gonna see that bag $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. What you gonna do with this bag? Because as soon as you take it outside, you a target. I don't get it. I told y'all before, y'all, I've worked security. Right? But I never took a job that required a gun. And don't get it twisted, y'all. The jobs that require a gun pay more money. But I had to see to myself, like, why I want the job? Why do I want the job where I need the gun? You only need one bad day at work for everything to be over with. Okay? One bad day at work, because your job requires a gun. One bad day at work, it's over with. They weren't going to pay me that type of money. I wasn't doing it. So as a poor woman, why do you want a very expensive bag, but you live in a poor neighborhood where the thieves going to be able to pick up on the fact that that's an expensive bag? What you think going to really happen to you? Because I don't think you got a good ending no matter what. And shout out to Jadeo. He said, Roger, kleptomania is a psychological condition. If not treated, it can lead to owning a bank. That's not where I thought you was going. I'm gonna read that again, y'all. He said, Roger, kleptomania is a psychological condition. If not treated, it can lead to owning a bank. I guess it might be some other factors in that one. I didn't think he was going there. But I can't say it's untrue. I can't say I'm pretty sure a bank or two definitely got established with that way of thinking. But I mean, realistically though, if you ain't really balling out of control for real, like what's the point in having this bag? Because I'm not gonna notice. The thieves gonna notice though. It ain't gonna be me that notice. It's the other thieves around you that's gonna notice that you got a bag on that costs tens of thousands of dollars. They're not gonna let you keep it. What thief gonna let you keep the $10,000 bag? Nah, they can take it from you, put it at the pawn shop. You know what I'm saying? They quick 3,500, easy. Okay, give me a quick 3,500. I see any guy who owns a pawn shop that's gonna pretty much take that deal. I got you a $10,000 bag. Just let me get 35 for it, and we good. I'm pretty sure, guys, if he got 35, he probably gonna say yeah, because it makes sense. Now, I don't know how much of a low-life mom is, because does anybody believe that mom is not encouraging the daughter to be the thief? Now, Toya already let us in on something that the woman's a little slow. I don't know how slow do you think she is, Toya? Like how slow we talking?
I think she has not been diagnosed, and that the mother is probably aware of just how slow she is, but isn't letting on to that fact. I mean, if you look at her face, I mean, there are some things you can look at somebody's face and tell. But I know I sound really insensitive right now and that I really shouldn't be saying what I'm saying, but it bears noting that a lot of times these mothers know full well that their children are delayed developmentally in some way, whether they have been diagnosed or not, and they exploit that to their benefit. And that's what I think is happening right here. It's sad either way you put it. Even if her daughter is a Rhodes Scholar, that makes it even worse. Because why are you squandering this child's opportunity to become something bigger and better than what her mother is, just to lay down in the guff with you and be, you know, a gutter snipe, a miscreant? I don't have anything nice to say about them.
Well, let me say, it's hard to argue that she ain't slow when you go out and you steal expensive stuff and you give it to a mama that ain't smart enough not to put it on the internet. That don't scream she ain't slow. If anything,
Exactly.
that's evidence of being slow. You can definitely take that as evidence of being slow, you know. But
Yeah.
I do think as black men, we love these women because we still really see them as our women. We may not say it for real, but we see these women as our, not me personally, because I don't. These these are bum bras to me, but I think community wise, we see them as ours. But I'm gonna go ahead and let a pimp named Slickback get up in here who just walked in the door. So you got it, pimp.
You gotta say the whole thing, Roger. You gotta say the whole thing. Now you listen. I don't appreciate you up here talking about my hoes. I don't appreciate this, man. You know what I'm saying? They up here boosting for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Now one of them is hot sauce baby mama, and the other one is a dark old lady. You know, and I don't appreciate you talking about the women these good brothers done chose out here. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? They part of the community, so this is how we get our luxury items in the community for 50% off, sir. This is how we get them things, man. Now, in all seriousness, man, this is the culmination of strong, independent, I don't need no man. DEI is over with, Section 8 is over with. And you got to get it out here. If you pay attention to the mother, big back, plenty tattoos, and still trying to live her life and still trying to prove to the world that she worth more than what she is. This is what's happening. It's just like Toya say, there's no logic here. There's no calculation here. This is proof that women need men in their lives to help balance them out. This is all about getting attention. They just want attention. They'll do anything for attention, including snitch on themselves. These type of women, all they have done their entire life is do things for attention, from the nails to the weaves, the lashes. Everything they do is get attention. You don't stole $500,000 from Lululemon. You ain't got nail dime to show for it. Not what? No, come on, bro. I don't even know what Lululemon is. But if you stole $500,000 worth of product from them, you should have some money in your account. You should at least be able to hire you a decent lawyer. This is all about wanting attention. This is what women do, like Toya said, with the freedom that they say they want so bad. They just do stuff to get attention, even if it's illegal. I'm gonna land my plane there.
All right, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. I'm gonna say shout out to Jaquir Returner. I think that's what it is. Jaquir Returner. Hope I'm saying that somewhat right. He said, "Mom's her handler." You know what? I don't think that's far from the truth. And I'm being serious. I don't really think that's far from the truth. But we got Bailey Starks in the building, and we got Tunnel Runner coming up. So Bailey Stark, you got it. We're gonna get Tunnel Runner in right after you.
Hey, Roger, thanks for having me. Piece of pen chat on the Twisted Lines with us, JD, on this Take Out the Trash Thursday. And that's what these women definitely are. Both of them look like these two ladies I grew up in the project with, mama and daughter. These are the ones you don't want to fall asleep at the card table and they wake up with all your stuff stolen. Nobody knows nothing. And, like Great Black recently said, $500,000 women stole little time bags. These are the stupid folks you grew up with. They're gonna steal something, they're gonna brag about it, they're gonna have a uncle, cousin, brother, they're gonna dare you try to get it back, they're gonna start some the professional crap stars. But at the end of the day, girl talking about she don't want to be seen on camera in court. You don't know it's a chick. You're gonna be seen on camera. You had the right to steal, and you had the right to take consequences. And also the right for the media to film you your own personal episode of World Dumbest Criminals. And I'll land the plane, man. Probably. And probably about China a little bit later.
All right. Turn around. It's on you.
Hey, Roger. I know some girls like this, man. I know some girls like this back in New York. They're very fun loving. They just need some male guidance. They just need a strong man like Great Black Reset to
That's what we're doing.
or Pimp called Flickback to channel those energies to other more progressive situations. They just need a little supervision. And so I'm volunteering a Pimp called Flickback to handle these women and get them under control.
I'll put them on the plate for you, sir. I'll put them on the plate.
No. We don't want we don't we got enough here in Atlanta, and there's some in Colombia too. I stay away from them.
Nah, I gotta put them on the blade. They need to lose a little weight, you know what I'm saying, so they can be a little bit more appealing. So I gotta put them out there so they can get their steps in, sir.
Yeah, okay.
You pay for 4 seats.
You got a program, so we just need to follow through with the program. I don't like your program. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, you could tell by their faces they need some programs. That part.
That Nick tattoo on the mother. I mean, it's just you need to get that removed. That's just a stop sign for most people.
I don't know what they be doing because old girl got baby head and she's 25 years old. I don't understand that, but
Roger, I was just thinking that. I'm cracking up because I literally was just thinking that. Wow.
Them baby hairs are hidden, man. Y'all leave that girl alone.
I mean,
she look like Kool-Aid man's sister. That's what she look like.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid man's sister.
Well, I mean, if you got baby hair 25 years old, I'm gonna say, yeah, you might be a little slow. It definitely could be a little slow. That could be more evidence that you just ain't grown as fast as the rest of us as humans. Okay, it ain't taking to you like it's taking everybody else. And what kind of mama y'all gets her daughter locked up? Now I gotta ask y'all: do y'all think mama did this on purpose? Or do y'all think this was just simply a misunderstanding? Is mama so stupid? Yeah, I'm gonna make the question clear. Is mama so stupid that she think her daughter, who already been locked up for being a thief, is not gonna be a suspect when she puts her daughter's stolen property on the internet? Is mama so stupid that she don't get that her daughter, who's a verified thief at this point, will not be looked at crazy when she puts the actual stolen bags on the internet? Is mama this stupid? Or did mama just have a misunderstanding? I would like each of y'all to answer that question. I'm gonna start down. In the order of the screen. Ku Klux Keisha, you think mama's that slow? Or mama just made a mistake? Ku Klux Keisha's on you. Is mama so slow, or did she just make a mistake?
I think they'll both started.
But I want a clear answer just for show purpose. I need a clear answer. You think Mama that slow, or you think
I
Mama made a mistake?
I gave you the answer. I think we're dealing with a level of retardation on
Okay, so Mama just that slow. Okay, Toya, what you think? Is Mama just that slow, or did Mama just make a mistake?
Both of them. She's slow and she made a mistake. I'm serious.
Toya definitely from the south. She say both. BOF.
I'm
Both of them.
serious. I'm a country girl at heart for sure. But
Oh man.
yeah, she made a mistake by a long time ago, really. Like, I don't even think we have enough time in this show to pinpoint when the initial mistake was made. But she has consistently made mistakes that led her to this state of unknowingness to make the decisions that she made to get here. That's my answer.
Oh god.
Usually you want somebody to say this one or that one, but the way she said that, it sounded perfect. It sounded perfect.
What it is, Rob. What it is.
Okay. Champ
Oh
is
my
on
god.
you. Champ, is Mama that slow, or did she make a mistake showing off the stolen goods?
She's just plain effed up. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. This is a woman. These women are crashing out before our own eyes and everything else. And there's no explanation. No explanation. They're just effed up women. They're effed up. They're screwed in the head and everything else.
All right. A pimp ain't slip back. It's on you, brother. Did Mama just simply make a mistake, or is Mama that slow?
Oh, she definitely made a mistake. This is the attention economy. They can't turn away from the attention they want. And it's evidenced by their children. So we ain't gonna even talk about this woman's child here. Bro, their male children are committing crimes and videoing them at the same time and going live. This is part of the community now. This is what we do. We commit crimes, we video them ourselves, and we post them on the internet. And then we wonder why the police are able to find us so quickly, man. Listen, this woman right here, she has filled out her ID 10T form and it's been stamped and approved. Now I'm gonna let y'all figure that out. Go ahead.
All right. Vanity Starks, my brother. Did Mama just make a mistake? Or is Mama slow? You tell me.
I mean, we offered her the song she was dancing to, but she probably just heard it. She's so stupid, and probably said, "Steal that shit, steal that shit, steal that shit." That's what she's probably listening to in her head. So I believe she's that stupid.
Tolerant, my brother.
Like I said,
I'm not saying Mama don't love her daughter. Okay, I ain't saying Mama don't love her daughter. But was Mama slow and just don't know no better? She really don't get it. Okay, or was this just a mistake? Your Mama just had a bad calculation at that moment. Which one was it, brother? Which one?
Mama slow. Mama slow. Mama slow. You can see a red streak in her head, in her hair, on her hair. She got a neck tattoo, and she's into. I know something about stealing because I stole my wife's heart. But you know, but I know something about stealing. You don't want to be that obvious when you're trying to be incognito. When you're trying to take stuff, you don't want people to know that you are out there moving. You want to blend in. And she's standing out, and then she got her daughter following her footsteps. The religious thing with the burqa, oh, it's just you just putting eyes on you. So you got to know what you're doing. They're not. They need to be well trained by a pimp called Flickback, and they
Right,
need to be they need some schooling because they are
right.
out there running around with no control. They just out there. They need some guidance.
It was take your daughter to work day, man. That's what it was, bro. That's what it was.
This is
Take your
All
taking
daughter
down
to
the
work.
workday.
right. I'm gonna ask Brock, but then I'm gonna turn it over to him for a 2 minute statement. I'm gonna quickly read this. OG Lee says it's a gender war going on in America, especially in Chicago, where Roger is from. A man killed his own wife, and I'm gonna tell y'all there is no gender war. If you think the war is about gender, you're missing it. And that's not me trying to come at OG Lee. The war ain't about gender. Okay, it's definitely not about. It's a war. You can say that, but it ain't about gender. And I'm gonna say, if a man killed his wife, the first thing y'all should ask is, well, why she make him do that? Okay, what's he doing that's so bad that a man just gonna kill his wife? So is he crazy, or she did something that bad? But
That's
because it's a husband and a
the right
wife,
way, Roger.
I
That's
don't
the
think we.
right way.
Well, I'm
Think the
saying
right way.
because it's a husband and a wife, I don't really think it's nothing to that. I mean, a husband and wife, they got to work their things out however they decide to work them out. And while we can't give men to work out whatever they got going on with their wife, and truth be told, you got to even see if the story's even real. A lot of times people say that stuff and it be made up, you know. So I wouldn't be too quick to repeat stuff like that. See if it's even real first and see who's involved, like for real, you know. Uh, you know,
Gotta say
hold
it.
on, let me say this. But
Wait,
OG
let me
Lee
see.
say, what is it in what is it called, Roger?
Oh,
I mean,
he's asking about the gender war. That's about if
oh,
it's not a gender
brother,
war.
if I was just gonna say that, I would have just said what it was.
Roger. Can
Yeah,
I let me
I'm gonna tell
let me
you
say
though,
it for you.
it
Let me
ain't a
say
gender war. It's
let me
not a
say it
gender
for you.
war.
Let me say it for you.
No. I don't need to say it if you
I
actually know what it is. No,
can I say okay, can I say something finally?
certain stuff don't need to be said on air. But go ahead,
I'm not going to say what you think I'm about to say, but I'm about to say something. If you
go
hear
ahead.
something like that, here's what you say. You say, dang, what did she do to make this Negro that mad?
Well, I mean, I do agree with that when it comes to if they just say some man killed his wife. The thing is, there's always a story going on behind that, and he might have killed her for self defense. I'm gonna look at. I would look at the whole picture before I get into anything about some man kills. I mean, because what we talking about? I mean, are you even talking about a black man? Because white men been doing that. So I don't even know that you're talking about a black man. White men been killing their wives is it's been going on throughout history for a long period of time. And because they're a husband and wife, I don't think we really need to be in a business like that. Not for real. Now I do some stuff on some content creation side, but on the real, man, whatever go on between the husband and wife, that's on them. I ain't really worried about it. Whatever needs to happen, happen. But Bronx, we see you had just came up, so I'm gonna ask you the question, but then I'm gonna let you get your opening statement in too. Bro, is Mama slow? Cause she got this stuff going on with her daughter, or did Mama just really make a bad calculation that day and said, "Let me show off the bags that my daughter just stole, even though my daughter is a certified thief at this particular point, and it could really bring harm to her." Did she just make a miscalculation that day, or was Mama slow?
Roger ain't gonna
Roger,
tell on his old lady, man.
Roger.
He ain't gonna tell on his old lady.
Hey, Roger, look at those photos, man. You asking me is mama slow? Look at mama and the daughter, man.
These
You
look
asking
like
me are they slow? So you playing games today, Roger. You playing games, man. Of course they
these
slow.
look like some
They
lovely young ladies.
they
Okay.
both reading. They both reading well below grade level. They both can't probably tell you what 5 times 5 is. Okay. These are two very slow women. If they weren't slow, they wouldn't be online. All right. So you must
This is
be
what
coming up with
happened
jokes today.
This is what happened when you let Bronx manage your money. You got to go out there and resort to this kind of stuff to get your bill paid.
Well,
But
bro,
yeah, definitely
yeah,
slow, man. But
it's
yeah,
on you for opening statement, brother. It's on you for opening statement.
yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, before Shark get up here and start coning along with Reset, because I know Reset ready to cone. Before we get into all that, okay, I'm gonna say it for y'all. I know it be Negroes out here doing the same stuff, running credit card scams. They posting it all online. They glorifying their culture. I get it. But Negroes, can we just have fun today and just appreciate that it ain't us this time? Can we
Nope.
just sit here and have fun making fun of Sharkeisha and Sauciana? Can we just have a day that we can just do that? And let's not talk about the Negroes who doing this stuff today. Let's just enjoy the fact that we got these two lovely women up here who have once again failed. And we can have some conversations about that and have some fun with that, man. I ain't trying to hear y'all Negroes today, man. I'm gonna land my plane with that.
All right. All right. Well, look, these are wonderful young ladies. Okay, these with yeah, I don't really know what to say about it because I don't know where they going with their life. You know what I'm saying? On the real, like I don't know what they even trying to get done at this point. Because once you got busted as a thief, I'm not saying you can't stay in the criminal game if that's just what you want to do with your life. But shouldn't you change something about what you're doing? You know, like when do you figure out the only way criminal activity works is if you don't let other people know you're involved in the criminal activity? Like when do you pick up on that lesson? Because daughter just got out of this thing 6 months ago. Okay, she got busted. They proved their case. It took so long. I guess they said time served. Okay, cool, but you still got caught. So don't you know at this particular point we're supposed to do stuff. We're supposed to do extras of at this point so we don't get caught. If we going back into criminal activity, which I'm not going to recommend people do, but if you are going to go back into criminal activity, aren't you supposed to make some adjustments so you won't get caught the next time?
But Roger, if they do what you say, how they gonna get likes on their post? How they gonna get the comments? Well, see you see Roger, you don't understand what's happening here. I gotta get my likes. People gotta view my channel. This is necessary for me to move on in life. So how I'm gonna be successful at that if I follow your good advice? How I'm gonna do that?
I mean, it's sad, but I think you're making a very, very firm, prominent point that needs to be said out loud. Unfortunately, it
I'm broke
needs
as
to
hell,
be
Roger.
said out loud.
I'm broke as hell, but I can't let the world know that. I can't let the world know that, man. The world got to think I'm doing good, Roger.
Yeah. Listen, I had about $30,000. I gave it to Brock to manage it, and I'm out here struggling. I can't have people knowing I'm struggling like that.
Boy,
You know
y'all ain't
what
no
I'm
good. Y'all ain't no good. But we got the one, the only, the man himself. Chef Mike's Roundtable has entered the building. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to him. I think, of course, everybody is safe right now. That's what I think. So he's just coming to participate, which means we got progress, y'all. We making progress. Chef coming just to participate. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm going to look real slow myself. But hey, he just come to participate this time. What's up, Chef? How you doing, brother? Hope you've been doing well.
Roger did it.
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, panel. I am glad to be here with you all. This is a good day. Roger.
Wipe the spit off your chin. Wipe the spit
Good
off your chin.
afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to find yourselves on this. I don't even have a word for it Thursday. Roger, sometimes I really think you be trolling the Roger Report Live. I really think you be trolling the Roger Report Live. How you gonna get up here and ask a question? Which one of these is slow? No. I want you to look at the picture that you got on the screen, and I really want you to reevaluate the question that you just went down the panel asking. You just asked a panel of very intellectual people, which one of these people are slow? And I want to know, how slow are you? You didn't read my comment, but I said this in the chat. The mango don't roll too far from the tree, and the baby hair didn't roll too far from the red stripe. I'm just saying, can we use just a little bit of and Toya, she spelled it out for you earlier. Can we just use a little bit of LOGIC? You calling these women good women, saying that they can get a man all they needed to go in the gym and lose a little bit of weight. You can't get unpregnant from your cheeks. Her whole face look 8 months pregnant.
Man,
I digress.
Chef,
I digress because that is not
Chef, they bringing back the Cabbage Patch Kids. They gonna use her image.
Listen, when y'all said the Cabbage Patch Kids, I specifically did not come up on the panel at that time because I would have cut the fool. I would have had to take my own suit. I ain't lying.
That Cabbage Patch Kid was rough, boy, because that's accurate. That thing accurate.
Hey, and for y'all in the
like
chat,
every version, she look like every version of the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Man.
The white ones, the black ones, the Asian ones, the Mexican ones. She looked like every Cabbage Patch Kid ever made.
Oh, man, if y'all don't know what a Cabbage Patch Kid is, look it up. And come back and look at this picture.
Right now.
Oh, man.
This the Cabbage Patch Kid that grew up. My sisters had some Cabbage Patch Kids. I seen them. I know what they look like. This the one that grew up.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Yeah. I ask some interesting stuff sometimes. I ain't gonna act like I don't. You know, and I'm gonna say Toya had a great response when she said both.
Both of them.
A couple of French fries short of a Happy Meal.
But I am gonna say I do believe we have something in our heart for these women. You know what I'm saying? Even though they be out here doing stuff like this, because you know when I listen to their story, you know, I mean a few things come to mind. You know, then over time more stuff come to mind. And first of all, you know, of course I heard that daddy ain't even in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Because what daddy gonna have his daughter out here still? And then I was like, well, man, mama is low as I don't know what, because mama is not only is mama cool with this, she encouraging this, and mama, you know, is benefiting off of it. So mama ain't gonna tell her to stop. The surprising part to me is mama ain't telling her to do a better job. Okay, mama should at least be telling her to do a better job. If you want to benefit off your daughter stealing, tell your daughter to do a better job. You know, but how do you explain that? And then you grab the bag and you get out there and put it on the internet. Like technically, at least for that moment, she had gotten away with it. And so my thing is like, is mama trying to betray her daughter? Like, what is really going on in this particular scenario? Because I'm not gonna tell the person that I'm benefiting off of. That don't make no sense. I wonder what that conversation was like, y'all, if they even had it at this particular point. Or if they're going to just, is this going to be one of them things where you just avoid it forever? Because at some point in time, you got to be in that courtroom. Now, that's if she take a trial. If she take a trial, they going to play that videotape of mama Yo,
Bruh.
jigging with them bags.
Bruh.
Man.
You not gonna let me pass that point. That's got
The judge gonna be like, that time. The judge gonna be like, that time you about to serve? Serve that shit. Serve that shit. Serve that shit. Serve that shit.
Bruh. I'm trying to tell you.
It's still the right size bag, because you know they be probably going to Golden Corral, still in the all you can eat food and shit to take it to go.
I'm trying to think, what is it like to be? I mean, it's one thing to be a criminal that didn't. I mean, you a real criminal. You got a background already because you already been busted and other stuff. If you take a trial, you got to sit there as a real criminal that they can keep referring back to you as this previous stuff you done stole. That's already there on the table, and you sitting there, and they at some point got to bring this. They're gonna bring out the TV and say, "Everybody, look at this particular. This is evidence C or whatever." And they gonna play a tape of your mama, not you. They gonna play a tape of your mama on social media with the items you stole. Now, if you the defendant in a court case, y'all, now it's bad enough you caught. It's bad enough that you got a previous record, so this ain't even be no light first time offender thing. And your mama's right there with the bags, having a good old time, while you about to get sentenced.
Roger.
No, hold up now. Hold up now. Y'all blackity black niggas now. Y'all got to come on through for these sisters because, sisters don't treat us right. And it's got to be some kind of way that we can find that this ain't her fault. It got to be. Got to be.
Roger.
Come on now. I need the blackity blacks to step up to the plate today.
You
Hold
on some
on,
BS
y'all.
right
Chef trying to say
See, I
something.
knew it was coming.
Chef trying to say something. Let's let him get it out. Go ahead, Chef.
I'm gonna say this and then I got to drop off. You say you wonder what it's gonna be like when they go to trial.
Yeah.
I want to know how that lawyer. Did you see her lawyer?
Man,
I don't know if anybody stuck around long enough to the end to actually see her lawyer try and argue so that they wouldn't take pictures of her in the courtroom. She was like, "Look, Your Honor, my client gonna look dumb if you allowed the media to actually show her face.
so how stupid
Please,
she is.
My goodness.
can I get a
Lord
little
have mercy.
bit of stupidity grace for my client? And if they are allowed to come in here, can they just show her from the back and from her shoulders down?"
That's a good lawyer. That's a good lawyer. She's like, this is about as much I can do for you. This is about as much as I can do for you right here.
Look like they don't pay me enough money for this.
I don't know, y'all. To me, the lawyer look worried. I'm gonna
Last
say
thing
that.
I'm gonna say, and I got to go. If Dumb and Dumber was a picture, it would be Roger's thumbnail. I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day.
All right, be easy, Chef. Be easy. That lawyer look extra worried. Real talk, y'all. She don't know what she gonna do with this one.
Listen, man. The judge, when she was making that request, the judge was thinking to themselves, "Wait a minute, you mean to tell me the same people that videotape themselves jigging, like Ron say, jigging with the bags, now you don't want cameras?" The judge was like, "Hell no,
We got two more guests that came up, y'all. We got two more guests that came up. We got to turn it over to Grandmaster Tricky, and we gonna go with. Then we gonna turn it over to Lulu Lifter right after that. Grandmaster Tricky, you have the flow, my brother. You have the flow.
Thank you, Brother Roger. Black Power. Hey, brother. Shout out to the chat. And most importantly, shout out to Young Miami. You're doing it for the culture big time, baby. That shit's popping right now. So shout out to all my beats and bitches. I'm a little bit shocked, and my heart goes out to this loving mother and daughter. Black women have been losing jobs at exponential rate. Daddy Trump ain't doing what he was supposed to be doing, making sure our women are employed. So of course, when employment is down, crime goes up. But what I'm kind of shocked is that we're laughing at these people while white supremacy is setting precedents against us again and again. This is a mother-daughter duo, and white supremacy, we're going to call that organized crime. And that's going to be a precedent that's going to trickle down to other black people and other black men. You see, white supremacy never rests. And these women, these innocent women that are victim of their community, that are victim of their economics, trying to make a living, white supremacy calling them an organized crime. And shout out to
It
that
is.
white woman. Yeah,
It
we
is
don't.
organized.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I believe 2 minutes. I ain't even spoke for 30 seconds, brother. So we don't want to show their pictures because this is all it's going to be is a poster for okay, black people now organized crime. And lastly, I want to land my plane here. How and can you guys mute up? I mean, there's background noise somewhere. It's for you.
Somebody got to move around.
Sound
Go
like a
ahead.
pimp. Sound like a pimp.
No, he's muted. I think it's the Haitian dude. So I'm going to land my plane here because at the end of the day, we're going to lap up. This is definitely going to be used in white supremacy that's going to trickle down to the rest of the Black America. These are women that are subjected to their environment. These are women that are subjected to the economic downturn, and no policies have been given to support black people. So of course we're going to go to crime. Of course we're going to go to these types of situations. And at the end of the day, when we look at these two mother and daughter that are just trying to survive, at the end of the day, they nicked off rich white people. So why should we as a community care about that? So I'm gonna leave you with these words. Shout out to all my boosted bitches. Shout out to my spamming niggas. Stay alive, be tough, and get that money, niggas.
I see what you did there, brother. I definitely saw what you did. I think Afro Merchant saw it too. I saw what you did, brother.
You been hanging out with Willie D.
No. It's about who they stole from. You know, they didn't steal from no black people, and they're responding to what society gave them to work with. Is what he said.
No black person was harmed in the making of that. No, it was just like you say, no animal was harmed in the making of Free Willy. No nigga was harmed in the making of that TikTok. So therefore, she must.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh
right.
man.
Let's let Lulu Lifter get the mic. Okay, Lulu Lifter, you got it, my brother.
Yo, peace, everybody. How y'all doing today?
We doing fine.
Well, I'm happy y'all made all the jokes, so I ain't got to make any jokes about this. Honestly, this is horrible, and this is like what Mr. Tricker was talking about. They didn't steal from any niggas. No, they stole. They stealing your image, and they making your image even worse. Everyone looks at us as a whole. And the bad part, Great Black Reset always talks about this. Yo, this is the culture. This is looked at as black culture. Stealing, killing, flossing, and selling drugs. When these niggas is taking these pictures with all this money in they goddamn hand and the money fans, that ain't no money that they got from a paycheck. It ain't. Like these people are making us look worse and worse and worse and worse to the point where a young boy goes in the damn in the store and they think he's stealing, and something happens after that. Like we look at these things as laughing situations, but they not. Like Hasso said, this they're gonna make precedents for this shit. The more and more dumb stuff we do and film it, there's nothing wrong with doing the crazy stuff because everybody do crazy stuff, but they don't film it and put it out there. They don't sit and make songs about it and dance to it. Only us. Like some of our most prestigious so-called rich people who got out of the hood, they're literally singing and dancing to this stuff. And we wonder why the Dominican come over here and say me no black. We wonder why the Haitian come over here look darker than us and be like, oh me no, I'm not black. This is why nobody want to be even grouped and categorized with us because of this behavior, and we condone it. We big it up. We make songs
Man.
about it. We say Jay-Z's the best rapper. Like this is ridiculous. We are on the wrong side of capitalism. These women didn't have to steal this stuff. They're not stealing food. They don't look like they missed a meal, if you ask me. So they're not stealing food. They're not stealing medicine. They're not stealing electricity. They stealing stuff that they don't even need, and we all get looked at as this right here. You can't even explain that it ain't you. So, like I said, I thank you for y'all having the, you know what I mean, putting a comedic twist on it. I just had to come and be the bearer of bad news.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say I appreciate what you said, brother. And as in the title, that's kind of how the game goes. Our women, but she get it from her mama. Now, I'm, I believe there needs to be some type of separation even pushed, and if the outsiders don't see it, because they may not see it and they may not want to see it, I'm gonna say as black men, we need to start pushing it. These ain't our people, man. I'm saying I'm inviting folks to change your life and come on over and be a productive, functional, respectable black man that believe in black man's leadership, or be a child that live in his home. Or if you're not gonna do that, you might be a woman, marry you one, so you can be part of it. You can be one of our wives. And if you ain't doing that, don't trip when you're treated like the dysfunctional, anti-family single mother community. Because that's what you're choosing to be a part of by default. If there was a man in this picture, I don't think. Well, number one, most men are not gonna want their women out here stealing because they could go to prison. Most men, if they thought stealing was the risk they had to be taking, they would just do it themselves. But the average man does not want his women involved with something illegal in the first place. That's just something they don't desire. So why are these women doing it? They're doing it because they do. They got that freedom, and
Wait,
this is what they're doing with it.
Roger, you don't
I
think?
told y'all.
Roger, you
I
think these
told y'all.
women are single?
Go ahead.
Do I think they're single? That's this. It's hard to guesstimate. It's hard to guess.
They not married.
They not married, no, but I mean they could have some men somewhere. But I don't know if a man's really involved if they doing this.
No, they are.
Well, hold on.
I'm not saying a man got
Man,
some.
somebody knocking down the
I'm
boost
not
queen,
saying a
man.
man is.
Roger.
The boost queen always
I'm
got
not
Quick,
saying
quick
a
sense.
man
She's
is
question.
right now,
encouraging
but
them
she's
to do
still
this
single.
stuff.
Roger,
I'm
when
not
you
saying a
saying
man is
our women,
encouraging them to
when you
do it.
saying our women, but she get it from her mama. So you saying that this type of negative culture, this stealing, is coming from her mom? Like, what? Can you explain that a little bit better?
I'm saying that there's something that goes on in America, and some of it's by. I'm gonna say some of it is necessarily by default.
By
You give
default.
you give women a bunch of freedom, and they're gonna go in these negative roads because men are not really involved in the picture. Men at some point, I'm not saying men won't be raised the same way by some of these same mamas, but once a man becomes an adult, he got stuff he got to deal with. And at the end of the day, he's gonna figure out one way or another. America has a place for a nigga that can't cooperate the way it wants them to. And that
But
place is either prison, death, or homelessness.
I think we need to be. I think we need to be very careful when we say stuff like this, because the average black person is not a criminal, whether women or men. Right? The average black person is not a criminal. The average black mother is not a mother to criminals.
I
I,
agree.
I, I will say that, I don't have no problem saying that all day long. Most of us are not criminals, period. The criminal element that is becoming a problem for us, though, a lot of this is going to be happening because you don't have men around to set a tone for anything. And this what happens when you got women just, this is too many years with no man in the picture. Because you got the girl is 25 years old. Now we don't know how old the mama is, but she don't, well, I don't remember them saying how old the mama is, but she don't look that old. Okay. So I'm thinking she had a daughter when she was young. She might be one of the people who had a baby when she was 15, you know. Or maybe she did just start early and had a baby at 20, even though she may not have had a husband. But the mama don't look that old. And the thing is, if ain't no men there setting tone for what's supposed to be going on and there's no structure, I'm not even surprised that this is a story amongst these two.
But
It's
Roger, you
almost like, why wouldn't they be thieves?
Roger, you don't need a man to set a tone. It's the
Right.
culture. So it don't matter if a man tries to set the tone or not. If the culture is pushing these people to do this, if the culture is saying it's okay to do this, it don't matter what a man say.
And and we're gonna keep it honest. Most men promote this kind of culture anyway.
Thank
If
you.
you if you're gonna say it like that, right? I mean, that's why India Irene
Said what she
blasted
said.
Miami for this spin that, right? Because this is that's the TikTok song she was dancing to. So
And
this
when
is
you
culture.
and Hassos, when you read the comments on that post that India Ari made, they wore her out.
Yep,
So you could do all the correcting you could try to do, but y'all gonna call Larry Elder a coon.
yep,
Y'all gonna call Thomas Sowell a coon.
yep.
Y'all
Yep.
gonna say
I,
Bill Cosby is a coon.
yep.
So why
Well,
even so what are we saying? We literally dancing around the whole subject of this is the
I,
culture.
I think y'all wrong. Because again, if black men won't get it together, they gonna end up dead in prison or homeless.
Black
They
men
have
promote this.
Hey, no, no,
no,
Roger.
no,
They,
no,
they,
no,
he,
no, brother. There's always both genders on any side of anything. The average black man ain't got nothing to do with this because he going to jail and he know it.
The average black woman don't have anything to do with
He's probably gonna be found guilty and he going to prison and it's getting real.
Roger, you
Or
think a
or
black
he's
man is going
going
to
to
say you think a
or
black man is not going to date them
hold on,
because they
hold on.
steal?
Or he's going to be killed and he knows this. You go out there trying to rob stuff or whatever, they gonna shoot you and come up with a reason why they shot you in the back. Or he's just gonna end up homeless because he know he's gonna get caught up in the system. There's gonna be warrants for his arrest, and the only way for him to avoid prison is to go actually be a homeless man. So at the end of the day, yes, you're always gonna have both genders on both sides, but the majority of black men would not be cool with this at all because it costs too much for us.
and majority of black. You can't, Roger. We need to be fair, brother. We can't put this on black women. Majority of black women ain't cool with this either.
No, no,
What you mean?
no,
Black women
I,
doing it. They
no,
filmed it.
no. I'm going to
They asked
I'm
for
gonna
it.
say I do believe the majority of black women are cool with this because the majority of black women want to be in the in crowd no matter what the in crowd looks like. Plus, they don't do time the way men do time. Plus, they don't even get arrested the way men get arrested. A lot of police officers will see a situation where a black woman is wrong and they just don't arrest anybody. And they know that happens.
Now we're confronting the issue. Now we're not arguing the repercussions and the punishments. What we're saying is that is this socially acceptable to black women at the same level as it is to black men? And I'm saying if you're saying it's not socially acceptable to black men, then it's not socially acceptable to black women. But if you are saying it is to black women, then I'm saying it also is to black men because we're the same. You can look at the BET Awards a couple nights ago.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna say that is dead wrong. The majority
No.
of men realize that they have to face actual consequences. The
We not
majority of
understand that.
women, hold on, the majority of women don't believe they will.
But that has nothing to do with what you're saying. It's
It has
culturally
everything
accepted.
to do with what I'm
No,
saying.
it's
No, it
still
doesn't.
culturally accepted, Roger. It's still culturally accepted. When he said, "Well, fuck it, they ain't stealing from no black people. They stealing from rich white people." A couple of y'all was like, "Yeah, so yeah, it ain't that bad." It's culturally accepted, man. And this is the reason. And the bad part is, you could fix up your neighborhoods. Nobody's going to want to have a business in your neighborhood. They stole $500,000 from Lululemon. Ain't
I
gonna be no Lululemon in the mall in a black person in a black neighborhood mall to bring revenue and bring value
that,
to your community and your neighborhood anymore.
that could very well be true, but at the end of the day, men don't live the same life women do. We're not on the
Nobody's making
same
that
team,
We
argument,
live in the
Rod.
same
and our
communities.
consequences are different.
We live in it.
Nobody's making that
Nobody's
argument.
saying it's not.
But we're saying, like, look at the BET Awards. You
We are
have black
culturally
men.
different people.
No,
No,
we're
we
not.
not.
No, we're
No, we
not. We're
not. No,
definitely
we
not.
not.
No,
No, we not.
that's definitely not.
No, we
Definitely
not.
not.
That's you bugging now.
Yeah, that's definitely not. No
Black
way.
black men love their children. Black women don't.
But
We're
what that have
culturally
to?
different people.
That's not the
That's
topic today.
No,
We're
no,
talking about crime.
I'm giving you evidence that we're culturally different people. We
No, we're
Roger. You
not.
don't.
can't love
We
your children if you're making them with them. You can't love your
Facts.
children if
Facts.
you leave your child with them.
Facts.
You can't.
that being. I mean, with that being said, the child market is drying up. That's because of black men.
You can't. You cannot love your children if you're going to go raw in some help.
Black men are having far less children. They are forcing black women to the point where they're struggling to have a child at all because don't nobody else really want to have their kids with them.
Well, I think black men might be having far less children because of a couple of other things. You know what I mean?
Bro,
So
it's because we don't want to have children with black women. That is our
nah,
main. That has always been our main source of having children. It's been the black women, and we don't, from a majority standpoint, want to have children with them anymore. We just don't.
I don't know, but we still have the same culture as them. We
Yeah,
live in
and
the
then I
same
don't want
communities as them. We listen to the same music as them. We eat the
to. Yep.
same foods as them.
Yep.
Like it's just what we do. Every all the music we've been listening to for the last 20 years has been saying these things. Do this, do that, do this, do that.
And
Hey, Roger.
everywhere in the world is having less children. Korea,
Hey,
Europe,
Yes.
Now,
white
what
hey,
America,
I,
other people do, it does not have anything to do with what we do
but
because
in
they're not.
America it does because it's the
They are
environment.
not under the same conditions. What their challenge is a
America
total
is the
different challenge.
environment.
Now, Roger, it's a global phenomenon about
It's a
not having
global
kids.
phenomenon.
Yes, that
That
has
ain't
Everybody
just
is
some
nothing,
black
but
impacted.
it
people's
has nothing
choices.
to do with black folks in America. Their stuff
Yes,
is
it
for
does. Yes, it
their
does.
stuff is for different reasons. We are not having children with black women because we don't want to have children with black
No.
women.
No,
It,
no.
it ain't it ain't cause somebody. It ain't cause a struggling economy. Black folks been having kids with struggling economy. We ain't never not had a struggling economy. Okay, it ain't cause of no feminism. Okay, black men was having kids no matter what the basic view of women was. It didn't stop any black men. We was having 10, 11 kids.
Wait, who decides if the baby's born?
Women,
After the law changed, the women decided.
No, they
women,
still decide what baby's born.
women.
They-
So the
yeah,
reason why
yeah, I said after the law changed, and guess what? They do decide that, but now men don't even want to get them pregnant.
So no.
Roger,
The reason why the
60
birth rate
million
is so
abortions.
you can't say that. You literally 2 shows ago you said women decide if a child is born or not.
I'm
Yeah.
not
So if that
changing
is
what I
the case,
said though.
if that is the case, then not having enough children below replacement level has to be on the black women, not the black men.
No. That what
And
I
you're
said
no,
was
you're not.
if a woman has a child, she decided that she wanted a child by that man. That's why the father of that child is always the woman's fault.
You
But a
said
woman cannot have a child if the guy won't get her pregnant in the first place.
So how
That's
you know men
those,
ain't?
both
How
of
do you know
those
men ain't
things
getting
are
her
true
pregnant?
at the same time. Both of
no,
them
How do you
things
know
are
men
true at the
aren't
same
getting
time.
them pregnant?
no.
Because black women want to have kids and they can't, and the reason that they're not having kids is black men don't want to be involved with them. They don't
Nah,
want
Black
to be
women,
attached with them.
nah. You have a
That's what's
whole
been changing.
black
industry
women.
being sold to women not to
So,
have
Roger,
kids.
we're not
Black
making
women
sense.
is having them anyway.
All right,
You're
Roger.
not making sense. You're not making
No,
sense. First of
I'm
all,
definitely making sense.
well,
I'm
hear
definitely.
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Well,
First, you're
well, hold
saying
on. Before you do all that, let me throw these cash apps in real quick. Let me throw these cash apps in, and then now because I'm gonna give him the flow so he can get his piece out the way he want to get his piece out. All right, shout out to yeah, and I don't know why it wasn't coming through because I see the cash apps now, but they just came through for whatever reason. I don't know what the heck going on because I bought a brand new device just for them to get to come on. It says, where did mom get the 50K for bail, Roger? That's a good question. I'm just gonna assume that she
She
got that
sold them
50K.
bags.
Well, now, first of all, I'm gonna say she only put down 10% more than likely because you only got to put down 10%. So that brings it right down to 5K. And with the stuff that they have been stealing, it's believable to me that they could sell something and have the 5K. So so she basically just sold some bags or something else that was stolen. Boom, you got the 5K. I don't think that's too much of a mystery. I'm gonna say that. Now Afro Merchant said well he said $5 in. He said hot sauce tapping tax. Okay. So, so he said you tapping, bro. He said you tapping. That was him, not me. And
who
shout
said
out to No Placeholder again. He says Shark Sims is on point tax. Appreciate you. And that's another $5. So thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Appreciate it big time. And all right, go ahead and make your case real quick. Perfect time is coming up, so we'll get him after he makes his case. You was about to make your
so?
case,
Yeah.
brother.
So you said no placeholder because I was tap dancing, right?
Now you was tap dancing with your first 2 minutes though, but I
No,
guess you
no,
was
no,
just
no.
trolling.
No, I didn't know who said that. Who said that? Please.
That wasn't no placeholder that said that.
Oh, okay.
No,
All
that
right.
was Afro Merchant, I think. Let me double
Okay.
check.
Whatever. I'm going to ignore that nigga then.
No. Blame with no placeholder. It's more
Nah,
fun
don't do
that way.
that, reset. You already know how
Yeah.
they
It
ask you,
was no
man. Shut
placeholder.
up.
I,
We'll fix it later, but just blame him from now.
No false narratives on Stopping Thursday.
Hey, hey, what I tell y'all though, I said as soon as Shark gets up here, that's all the fun. That's all the fun. I told y'all niggas. All
Well,
right.
Well, let him make his case
can't
real
correct
quick.
niggas.
Y'all let him make his case real quick so we can get perfect timing in here.
all right. So if it was Afro Merchant, then whatever. I'm just going to ignore that nigga.
Yeah, it was
So,
Afro Merchant.
okay. So I'm just going to ignore it. All right. So listen, man. You've literally said word for word, for verbatim, that women decide when children are born. No caveats, no extra words. You have said that for verbatim. Now, number two, black women don't want to have babies like that, right? And everybody's below replacement level. And at the end of the day, we are the same people. We like no Mr. Sims said it clear. Same music, same food, same environment, everything. We are the same. We are the same. And we need to be careful here because at the end of the day, when we're saying that black women are comfortable in promoting crime, that what we're promoting is we're giving police excuse to continually harass black people. And at the end of the day, we all want to venerate the Italian mafia. We love watching those crime movies and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, since we love the mafia and crime like that, why are we gonna criticize these two women who is quote unquote organized crime, which is diabolical because it's only two people. It's not an organization. And I'll rest it here.
All right, well, I'm a slow down on the rebut because perfect timing done came up. But I definitely got some stuff to say. But perfect timing, go ahead, my brother. You got the mic.
I gotta ask
Salute,
Perfect. I
salute,
mean Roger. Salute, Perfect.
salute. Y'all saying we the
Salute.
same? We the same. Salute, brothers, man. Good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all. Y'all saying we the same? So I have to disagree with the we the same thing, because I think that's what we teach here, right? That was the whole reason the Black Manosphere was created, to separate and delineate ourselves. I've said many a times, my wife is not black, and I'm not friends with no black man who dates black women. Straight up.
No, we're not saying we. We're saying the average black man and the average black woman is the same, not the manosphere.
Okay.
Not the manosphere.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that. What I would say is the product of these women, and that's what we teach here. The product of these women are similar to them, and anyone who dates and associate with them are similar. Birds of a feather flock together. So yeah, when I was a guard dog, and when I was under the spell of my black mother, yeah, I was very much like her. But that's why I came to this space. So I number one, I just want to say I disagree with that. I don't think men with fathers, like the men here, like Roger, Hot, all of men with fathers, no, we not like them at all. This is a unique species. This is why we come up with the BT 2000 and hyenas and everything. This is not something that scientists have chronologized before, right? The Negro woman is unique. Environmentally speaking, mentally speaking, physically speaking. That's why they made that statue in New York. We're intelligent enough to understand that this is a very unique animal. Extremely unique animal. And to the point of the story, this is a mother and daughter. And the reason they are a syndicate is because they steal millions of dollars habitually. They are habitual line steppers. Millions. And then another thing I pointed out, because Roger, shout out to you. I did this story. The mother was wearing a hijab. So in the report, it says the daughter was with someone who they don't know who. That was the mama. Mm-hmm. The mama all had it in the video. She's wearing a hijab, 3/4 of cloth. These people, I don't know nobody like these people. So she is so savvy that she is tuned into the political environment of the country. Are y'all hearing me? She didn't just wear that to wear that. Yep. These when you talk about a syndicate, when you talk about millions of dollars in theft, these are highly intelligent, integrated individuals. They're paying attention. So she wore that Muslim garb on purpose, because just like the people in Minnesota continued to pay them Muslims who were stealing because they didn't want to be seen as racist, no one stopped them from shop stealing in that goddamn store because she had on the hijab in 3/4 of cloth. This is sinister beyond many levels. We can look at it just, we could just pick on black women if we want. But the reason I talked about it is because if we extrapolate the nuances and the details, when Stephen A. Smith and these clowns is talking about what's wrong with the black community and they leave out shit like this, generational. Too Short said, I seen a grandma do it with a baby on her arm. I seen a grandma, he's talking about twerking. I seen a grandma do it with a baby on her arm. No black man is like that. We ain't doing that. This generational deviancy. And a level of I can't think of GBR, you probably got a better word, but the level of brazen, the way crime has become, like it's not just you do a carjacking, it's not just you do a drill, but then you post. I'm in Sacramento. This guy just did a drill at a gas station, and I said to my wife, why did he do it there and how did he get away? Because it's in a place in the city where you can't get away, but he got away. Guess what happened? He got caught. Guess how he got caught?
TikTok.
He Instagrammed it.
He posted it. He posted it.
Government surveillance programs, man.
So she wore the Muslim garb. She went to the feds already. There's so much to pull from this. The fact that black women, if you live in the inner city, Roger, you in Chicago, these be our aunties and cousins. And what I wonder is, how you get out? How you get out? I've been knowing you my whole life. You've been doing this shit your whole life. How if I do something, I'm gone. Carmelo, 35 years. How the hell you get out from stealing $1 million from the feds?
You know how? Why you think all these niggas be under secret indictments? You think think they not selling it to drug dealers, selling that stolen stuff to drug dealers and niggas, people doing illegal shit?
Well, this is what it is, and this is what we learned when we first came here, Shark. They purposely, and then Hot Sauce could speak to this, and anyone else knows, they purposely don't build enough female prisons. So what you don't know So what you don't know about black women is they cannot put them incarcerated. Now, under Biden, they put forth a bill in that green thing said baby mamas could get paid. They said women, and me and Roger talked about this, women shouldn't go to prison at all. Kim Kardashian was on that. So if a Democrat come back in, she's coming forward. Women shouldn't go to prison at all. And they stopped building women prisons 10 years ago. They don't have enough space to house all the criminals, female criminals. So they don't get enough time to get kicked out. That's by design. So these people, the reason why she stole again in 4 months is because she knew they can't hold her. There's no way to put her. In California, the bunk beds are 4 high. They got black men stacked 4 high in gymnasiums. There's nowhere to put people when they're not building new prisons, especially female prisons, because the ideology is mothers should not be in prison. So it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack from this. The fact that they were released, the fact that it was a federal crime, the fact that they stole millions of dollars, the fact that she wore a Muslim hijab to get away with the crime, the fact that she got her daughter with her generational, and then she posted shit.
Dancing to it.
Amen. Perfect timing. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah.
With a song that implies that stealing is totally okay. Because you could have posted it with a different song or no song at all.
What song belong to? Is that a rock and roll song? Is that a country song?
It was a black woman song.
No. It was a hip hop song.
But it definitely was a black woman song.
A black woman was singing it, but it was a hip hop song.
And probably wrote by black men. They don't write the music. Black men are writing these songs. Cardi B, famous song. Kodak Black wrote it. Black men are writing the music. Let's not get it twisted. Black men are writing for Megan. Black men are writing for Cardi. Everything that you see is a manifestation. I don't agree with everything, Shark, but the black men are writing this. They're fighting the sexy reds. They're creating these artists. This is black men. These women are not independently creating these personas and these images and these narratives.
Roger.
If we gonna go to what's behind them, it's white men.
Roger.
No,
Roger don't want to.
Ain't no white man.
No.
There go that blackity black. J word. There go that blackity black.
My thing is, my thing is you gotta call it out for real. If we're gonna go to what's behind them, it's white men.
No, it's not.
How dare you hold a black man responsible for what he did? How dare you?
No. If you want to go to what's behind them,
ain't no white man making you write a song.
Look, bro, it was. I literally just said it was a black woman song. That's what I literally just said, because it is a black woman song. And if we're gonna go behind the black woman who wrote the song, then there's all types of folks that gotta get indicted at that point.
Just told you black men are writing for Cardi B. Black man, Little Yachty writes for the
song is a black woman song. If we want to go behind the song, then guess what? White people behind it.
How?
I'm not telling you ain't no black man there too, because a white man will pay a black man to make a song so he can put it on airways and make money. It's called radio companies. I mean, it's called music companies, bro.
And you had to write that song?
The thing is, it don't even make a difference who wrote a song. The thing is, the woman did what she did because she did what she wanted to do. She thought she was gonna get away with it, and as perfect timing is alluding to, in reality, the criminal justice system don't have no interest in taking down women like that. That's what's going on. They don't have an interest. So they live a different lifestyle because they understand the criminal justice system does not have interest in taking me down.
Correct.
It's over.
See, we're missing the plot, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, GBS. I'll go after you.
It's over. It's over for the community. Because if we are the productive leaders of the community and we refuse to even take accountability for the shit that we do as black men as a whole, it ain't no hope for the community. It ain't no hope.
Because we're talking like niggas ain't selling poison to the communities since the 80s. We talk like gangster rap and all that shit. Brothers killing brothers. Black men don't do that. We talk like that stuff never existed.
The white
We,
man is holding a
talk
gun to their
about
head,
we
making
talk
them do it
about
though.
we talk about how we getting bitches in high schools left and right, and then now all of a sudden, oh, that's not our fault. I mean, that's crazy talk. We are the same. Now,
Okay.
black manosphere, the black manosphere is different, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, we gotta keep it 100, and we gonna quote unquote be the leader. We gotta be 100. And
You
then
Okay.
know,
I'm gonna let my play here. I'm gonna lay my play here. Just let the record show, I did not shoot one shot at this nigga, but because when he gonna say his name, is ceasefire is over. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Let me get these read by black. Let me. All right, all right. I'm gonna read these by
dun, dun,
Black
dun,
Google Strikes.
dun.
He said it's the same thing Babyface and L.A. Reid was doing with all that sucker behind music in the of the 80s and
Hey,
90s. And he also said white and black men are behind this foolishness. And this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you where we fail the most. We fail because we just can't hold a black woman accountable. We real easy
Thank
to
you.
put it on. No, hold
Thank you.
fast. We real easy to
Yep.
go after the black
Yep.
man, and then when you add the white man, then it's we don't want we now screw the white man. Let's just go get the black man. But
Right.
the whole time is you leaving the woman alone. The woman put a song on about stealing because some other woman made the song. It's just that it's that simple at the end of the day. I don't need to go behind the scenes for what they did. What they did is what they chose to do. Why I need to talk about what somebody else did when I'm talking about what they did?
See, you took it there. I said, what part of the music genre does that song belong to?
No,
And
I
what did you
understand
say?
that,
And what
and
did you say when I said that?
to me, the genre
black
don't
women,
matter.
Yeah,
black
it does
women.
matter
No,
because
no,
that ain't gospel music. It's not rock and roll music. It's not even R&B music. It's not
the music
K-pop.
is not an excuse for you committing a crime. The
So
music don't matter.
and
The
so,
music is your culture.
but ain't we in a? I thought the whole thing we discussed here is the fact that we live in a matriarchy and a gynocracy. So how can we be to blame if we are in a matriarchy and a gynocracy? These are
Well,
the
perfect
leaders by the
perfect
numbers. But I know morally, I agree with you morally and the ideology. I agree with that. But the numbers, and we all know the numbers. Black women lead black households in 75%. So I don't understand how we can take responsibility for the ones. I mean, we could come up with a plan of attack, pragmatic of how we regain control, but regaining control does not us taking responsibility for their failure and leadership.
But perfect timing. I need to, and I say this with all due respect, brother, because you're a very intelligent man. But your opening statement, that shit was a page out of Margaret Sanger where you talked about the species of a black woman and how she is genetically engineered for degeneracy. Bro, that was that is circa 1880s racism, brother.
Man, the truth hurts.
That was the
The truth
most
hurts.
racist shit
The, the
I have
truth,
ever heard in my life.
the truth hurts. I live my life like that. I don't mind.
Bro,
Why I
that
have
was
to be
bro,
racist?
that was
I can't
wrong,
be,
man.
wait,
That
wait,
was
I
wrong.
can't. I can't be prejudiced. I can't be racist. This is America.
Yeah, you
This is
can
what
be.
black men. This is what black men
You
feel.
can be.
You a businessman. I
You
saw.
can be
Hold on.
prejudiced.
Wait.
Hey,
Let me finish
hey,
talking.
Shark said,
You
yeah,
a
you can't be, bro.
Hot
you a
sauce. The black
businessman. This
woman
is
is a
why.
descendant of Lilith.
Thank you, bro. Why can I practice racism and prejudice like everybody else in America and be successful and live in a good house and a good home? I'm not gonna buy into the bullshit. I'm racist. If you calling me racist, then yes, and I stand by what I said. They are unique. They are unique. And everybody know it. If you want to play the game that they are not unique, they are unique. I work in the same places that you work. And it's embarrassing when a chief of cardiology comes to me and says, why do they act like this? When you get a friend at a very high, multi-millionaire friends, and they want to know, why do black women do this? I'm in the hospital with female surgeons who get divorced and get remarried immediately. I saw a woman remarry a janitor. But black women won't get married. And they come up and they say, well, Dennis, why they won't get married? Why? I don't know the answer. I do know they different.
Yeah, but what you said is that they're genetically engineered for degeneracy. That is Margaret Sanger shit right there.
But
Okay,
they are. Just because
well,
Margaret Singer said it don't mean
I
it
think
ain't
he's putting
true.
some words in my mouth. I didn't say nothing about genetically.
yeah. Now, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. As men, you hold everybody accountable. And black men
Like
have an
black men,
issue that when accountability come out toward a black woman, we
Right.
sidestep. Men
Right.
hold everybody accountable.
except black men.
Right.
No, there is no exception.
Roger,
If
you
you a
cannot hold
man that's
black
gonna
men
hold people
accountable.
accountable, you
Wait,
gotta hold
Roger,
everybody accountable.
Roger.
That's hold on. Let me just say this. That's why I said it was a black woman. With she put the black woman who did it. She got a black woman song on, and then when y'all start saying about somebody else writing these songs, I said well we gonna point out everybody behind the scenes. My thing is we
No,
ain't
you
gonna point
didn't.
out one group behind the scenes. We putting out everybody behind. If we gotta go
No, you
behind the
didn't.
scenes, everybody can get it.
No, because there's
no.
no one making you write the songs you write.
The woman is her song, bro. No matter what we say, it's a woman's song.
Roger.
We can't get
Roger.
past the fact that it's a woman's song. You turn on the radio or you turn on some Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your music from, it's a woman singing a song.
And who was the woman, Roger? Isn't she a paid prostitute? The woman is a pee girl. She said she liked getting pee on, and she's a paid. She was getting how much a month from Puffy? Publicly, she said she was getting a couple $100,000 a month from Puffy, and she said she liked golden showers. And at the same time that she was getting the golden showers and getting paid by Puffy, Puffy was doing the same things that we saw on video with several other women. So all of y'all, please take that into context. But I would like to push back on Hot Sauce on the fact that black men don't get held accountable. Are we saying black men don't get?
No. Please. Look, what I'm saying is Roger doesn't hold black men accountable. That's what I'm saying. Roger don't.
Yes. Listen. Roger said one of the things, the most true things I ever heard him say to a woman one day, and this applies to him. You a liar, Roger. You a liar.
Roger,
You just lying up here, man.
We
got to hold. We got to. If we're the leaders of the community, if we are at the tip of the spear for where the community is supposed to go, where it applies to black men, we have to hold them accountable. If not, then we are doomed as a people.
Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna show y'all how y'all like. Real quick too. What the black man do in this story? What a black man at? Because this is a story about what two women stole. Y'all are literally making up reasons for black men to be involved in the story that does not concern them.
No.
Hold fast. The only time I said something about black men is we said, okay, if we gonna go behind the scenes of a woman's song, then we gonna hold everybody accountable behind those scenes.
No, but you said it was the white man first.
That's not.
No, that's not what you said.
No,
that's not what
that
you
is
said.
what I said.
No.
That is what I said, and that's definitely what I did. That's definitely what I did. The thing is, I said at first, I don't care what music she was listening to. It's no excuse for stealing. I don't care what she had playing. What they got to do with a woman stealing?
But I said it's the culture.
We were talking about the culture. We were talking about the culture and the music and stuff like that.
GBR. Are black women are black women in the community now? Because isn't that the community, and isn't that what BGS teaches, that we are not in the same isn't that what they said in the mission statement in Black Lives Matter? And when we talk about the Combi River Project, haven't they said time and time again that we are not part of their community?
Yes, you're correct about that.
So from your analysis, it would mean that we are included in their community, but they say no. So how can we be responsible for leading a community that we are not even included in? We're including ourselves.
But perfect timing. I understand what you're trying to say, but community a community is the place you live in.
You can't even get it out.
No, a community is where you live. We are all part of the same culture, though.
Well,
and that's the thing we need to get we need to separate from is the culture. The community is a whole different thing. You might make way more money than I make, so you live in a whole different community. But we still practice the same culture. Not you in particular, but you understand what I'm saying? You got people making millions of dollars and they still practicing the same culture as them niggas on 63rd.
Now I got to read these two items from Black People Strikes. He said, "I agree. If we are going if we're going to source, hold on. I agree. If we are going to go to the source of what is happening, it should include all of the villains, not just the black and especially male ones." He also said, "I think Rogers' disposition is there is not a shortage of holding black men accountable, and if that is a fair position, but what if you're going to address a problem? You must include all elements of it."
Yes.
And that is my position. Holding a black man accountable in America is not an issue at all because it's taught to everybody who lives here.
How are we accountable for what happened with this mother and daughter who already got punished by the state, received criminal time and did it again? How are black?
We're not, and that's not what happened. The conversation shifted to culture.
Okay.
And when we were talking about music, we were talking about culture, and we were saying we as men have some accountability there when it comes to the music culture.
But GBR, you're missing the point. The point is when a black woman when someone attempts to hold a black woman accountable, you're going to come up with a black man to blame him instead. That's what
No, we
happened.
didn't blame you. We already established you don't
Can
got
I
no
say
man in
something
the
really
life.
quickly? Roger, I want to say something really quickly. I just want to thank everybody on the panel that we kept talking so that but at the end of the day, we're talking about culture and we're not really addressing the problem. We were talking about culture and we're bringing up other things, and at the end of the day, we're not addressing who the fuck is janitorial speaker.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's Beethoven breaking up leaves. I mean, that's Great Black Reset.
You shot me down when I was addressing the culture of black women. I think it's a unique culture. We're trying to say that it's shared by other. I'm saying no. It's a unique animal.
I'm saying that it's the culture of. If this wasn't part of the culture, she wouldn't have never made a video thinking it was cool.
Man, they got their own culture. I know we sharper than that, man. We are
sharper. But the main
comment, you just said homeboy robbed the gas station.
It's a part of their culture.
Hold on, I want to let my play here. The main point is this: when we're saying that black women have a culture of criminality and degeneracy, we're doing the same thing as what white people do to black people as a whole. And I think we need to think about that before we say something like that. And I'll leave it there. I'm going to rest my case.
Well,
I'm okay with being
hold on, let me say this.
I'm okay with being.
I just
want to say I'm okay with black people living like white people in America and having their apple pie right now. So, you saying that you speaking to the choir. Call me white. I would love every black man to live a white life, and every black child to live a white life right now. Each get to check the white box. Syrians get to check the white box. They live a white life in America. They don't feel no qualms about being called white. Call me white. I don't give a fuck about that shit. If I get to call me white.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I am inserting that black women's culture is different. And when y'all say they did it because of the culture, I agree with you, but they did it because of their culture. Their culture ain't my culture. If I don't lead you, how am I got anything to do with your culture? We ain't doing stuff the same way. The average black woman does not want the same things the average black man want. And we got all kinds of evidence of it. All kinds. That we don't want the same stuff. We're not trying to do the same stuff. Heck, we barely try to be in the same places if we want to get if we want to get real. And if we was that together, we'd be much more married to each other than what we are. There is proof in the pudding that we is not the same people. Proof in the pudding. It ain't a theory. But I'm gonna hold fast because Gold P then came up, so I'm gonna let him get the mic. Gold P, you got it, my brother.
What's happening? Can you guys hear me?
We hear
You
you.
know what? Since you asked that dangerous question, let me read this by Black Who Strikes real quick, and then we'll come back
Can't,
to you.
can't hear a damn thing. Can't hear a damn thing.
See how y'all do, man.
Shout out to Black Who Strikes. He says, with respect to the women boosting, part of the culture issue is that there are many black people who buy their boosted products, and that black women, and that's black women and men.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's what I said.
I said that in my opening
All
statement.
right. Go. That don't make it smart, but go ahead, Kobe.
See, you know, I came up here respectful, and you know, I'm gonna just say, as I usually do, shout out to the Roger Report. Shout out to hit that like button, support the channel. That's my first 30 seconds. Now the next minute and 30 seconds, GBR, I vote to put him off for the next 30 minutes.
I want to come to the cookout anyway.
Put GBR out, man. We don't want him at the cookout, man.
We ain't got 30 minutes left.
Well, the last
Thank
30
you,
minutes,
Thank you.
sit him
Thank
on the side of the road, throw rocks at him. Because you know, he's forever talking about we, the community. Look, man. I wasn't. If we're to stay on topic with these broads here, I wasn't with them broads. You wasn't with them broads. None of us was with them broads. So how can we be applied? I'll leave it at that.
And I'm not saying we can't talk about black men, but for us to talk about black men, regardless of what today's subject is, I'm gonna say that's a lack of leadership. A leader has the ability to hold anybody accountable that's necessary to be done. He does not care. Okay. Sometimes a leader got to hold his own child accountable because he's running a company and his own people work there, and he got to hold his own relatives accountable. And sometimes it's his own son or his own daughter. He does it anyway. Just like a father raising children in his home, he holds his children accountable. So when they become adults, they know how to live a proper life. If you can't hold women accountable, leadership can't even be part of a discussion. Not on any serious note.
Hey, who's that always talking about our women? I think that was you, Roger, or somebody say our women. Them ain't our women. I don't care what anybody talking about. Those are not our women. Our women ain't robbing and mobbing and getting caught from a song. Them ain't our women. Y'all need to stop that. Off top. Our women. No, them your women. If you saying our, yes, they're your women.
No.
Yes.
I do say that to illustrate a point, because truthfully, our women are the ones that's married to us. Any woman who's single and she lives on her own, I don't even understand why we counting them women.
Well,
and I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna say this too. This ain't me coming at any woman who actually works with us or agrees with us. What I'm saying is she understands she has a job, and that's to get into the club. She got to find a man to marry so she can get in.
Well,
but we talking about two random single women,
right?
who don't look like they trying to be a part of our club at all.
You ain't married, are you, Roger?
No, I'm not.
So what club you got?
And I'm not married. So we have our own lives to live. Them ain't our women.
Well, and since you asked, the club I'm talking about is the respectable, productive, functional men that believe in black men's leadership. The only way to get in our club is to become one of us. If you're a female, you got to marry one of us. So these two women here, you don't see nothing about a respectable, productive, functional man being involved in anything they got going on, especially one that believes in black men's leadership. You don't see any attachment to that. So I don't see them as anywhere even near our club or even trying to be involved in our club. Because if they was trying to be involved, then why are they showing off they still in bags?
I'm going to say this one more time, Roger.
I am against marriage until it becomes 100% beneficial for the man. I've said, you guys heard me say that many
but
times over.
but that's a different subject, and
Why is
that's
it
a
a different subject?
because the point is you either married to us or you're not. I don't care
No,
why you didn't
not if they
why
busted.
no
No.
why you personally didn't do it. Don't give them no excuse. They either married to us or they're not. This is what it is.
So you saying you want to marry into?
No. That's a different subject that I'm not going to discuss right now, Go P. The point is they either married to us or they're not. There is no in between.
How can you
I
divide
would,
that?
I
How
would,
can you
I
separate?
would defend you. I would defend you, Gold P, but you kicked me off the show.
Because you a buster. You a buster, GBR. You my partner, but you a buster. I'm just saying.
This is why I put in the title "Our Women," but she get it from her mom, because we got this mentality that they still ours, even though there's no trace of us. How you ours?
We? How come you keep saying
Go
we?
P, I'm not talking about you personally, brother. I'm talking as a person doing content creation. We're not talking about you, bro. We're not talking about you.
Either. Are you talking about you?
I'm talking about the mentality that black men have, bro. That's what I'm speaking to black men's mentality.
So
our mentality is there are women, but she get it from her mom. Meaning that
yourself in
no, I'm talking about black men in general, Gold P. Just listen, you'll understand what I'm talking about, bro.
Yes, sir. You man, I'm about to throw chairs.
Can I do my show, Gold P?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, Gold P, you kicked the wrong person off the show. You should have came up here and kicked Roger off the show, and we'd have had a better conversation. But you kicked me off the show.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
No,
I take the blame. I take the blame.
The point I'm making is you got to exclude people at some point. And the thing is, who should be excluded? But I'm saying our true mentality amongst the general black men is there are women, but she get it from her mama. That's our mentality towards women. Because these two pieces of trash, I don't even see as connected to me. Yeah, they are black, and I understand because they're black, other people will see them connected to me. But I'm not going to see it. And if you have an inside view of the community, you shouldn't see it either. You just have to understand that other people may see them as us because we all black to them. Just the same way when I look at white people, they just white to me. I don't see Scandinavian. I don't see British. I don't see nothing but white.
You're a racist,
but I'm an outsider.
Well, you can't tell a Scandinavian apart from a Kentuckian.
They all white to me, man. That's it. I don't care where you come from. You white to white.
I definitely know what a Swiss woman look like.
That is very interesting. You white, but hey, if you're a black woman, you ain't black.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
No,
you see what I'm saying? No, that's a different show, Roger. We ain't gonna talk about it today.
No. There's the inside view and the outside view. Because if you look at white people, they do the same thing. A white person understands I'm Polish, but you German. They understand the inside view. They don't claim each other like that until it's convenient.
Yeah, it's like the Asians. You know, you Chinese or you Korean, but you know.
But they know their differences.
So
everybody else knows
Korean, and I would just like to say to Hot Sauce, it's the inverse. It's the inverse. It's not that they not black.
You said that. Hold on.
It's the inverse.
Because at the end of the day, white people don't care if you consider black women your culture or not. I see black people. You're the same.
And just like I don't care if some white person considers white trash not their culture, I just see white people. It's the same thing, bro.
Okay, cool, but the point is they got more guns than us.
But hold on.
It's not about do they have more guns. It's about how you see your own. The fact that we can't even tell the difference amongst our own is a problem.
Who can?
It's not us. It's not us excluding them. It's them excluding us.
I agree.
And that's what this whole space was about. Us waking up to the fact when we read the mission statement in the Black Lives Matter website. But that was built on the Combi River Project going back to black feminism. They have never chosen us. And we have not woken up to the fact that we have been excluded from the community, which is why it's a mother and daughter, and why Roger's title is she get it from her mama, and there's no daddy, there's no grandfather. We are excluded. This whole space was about waking men up.
Listen. I think we need to emotionally regulate. No one is saying that there are women. What we're saying is that we come from the same culture. No one is here.
No, we don't. No, no, we don't.
No one here is claiming that saying, okay, yeah, black women are women, because y'all keep making that statement over and over.
No, only because you said we said we're not black.
No, this panel has made.
No, you said we're saying they're not black.
What we're saying is that
they're saying we're not black. They said we're the cancer of the black.
We're saying is that
they just said this. They just said we're the cancer.
Listen to the same music.
One at a time, fellas.
Well, I was talking.
Yeah, but still one at a time.
We were eating the same. We live in the same neighborhoods. We listen to the same music. Lulu Lifter explained it clearly.
Yeah.
The way we all saw Antoine Fisher, right? Kanan is on right now. We live in the same, but we are not the same. Kanan just told his mama, he said, you've been my enemy my whole life. That's not true for the black daughter. They still in together. Yes, we lived in the same house, but I'm Antoine Fisher. Damn it, we not the same. They never loved us. Men don't even know how to stay married and break up because you don't know how to identify love because your mama never loved you. So when you get in a relationship with a good woman, you don't know how to reciprocate or even receive or even recognize love because you've never been loved. Because that's what it means to be a black man in this so-called community that we supposed to be in charge of. God damn, I'm Antoine Fisher. How the fuck is this true?
Antoine, I need you to take a breath. Don't blow
black
gas.
man doesn't know how to reciprocate love because his mother never loved him. A black woman also don't know how to reciprocate love because her mother never loved her. Same.
They still in together. They love each other. They have a community. They don't. They have a community. This is the part.
Love their kids.
This is where we get to the debate. This is the good part of the debate. This is the good part. They do love each other. They have community. They have rules. They have structure. Let's hash this shit out right now. I disagree. They have a community. They have love. They have structure. It's almost like Avatar because they can connect to each other on social media. They can connect to each other. This is how a soft girl ever.
I would like to say something.
Do black women love their children?
This is no longer your show.
Generally no. No, I would say generally no. It would be hard to prove that they love their children.
Do they love their black male children? How about that?
Of course, that's basically of course not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. There's no discussion on if they love their children, right? Black male children.
They love their daughters.
It's debatable. I say that. It's debatable.
Can someone record this shit? Because this is some bullshit.
No. Listen to.
Hold on. No problems, bro. You've been adamant and you said that black women do not love their children.
No, I don't believe they love their children. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, brother. It's debatable because what people will look at and see. No. I'm not changing my words. Listen to me. Is the average person would see black women and they would debate that they love their children, especially their daughters. They would make an actual debate that they do love their daughters. I believe that debate can be defeated without a problem because I don't think they love their children in general. That's what I'm telling you. I don't think they love their children in general. Number two,
there's a community of women, and my mama would pick my baby mama over me. And I've seen other homeboys have their mama pick their baby mama over them. This is not something that's like I'm just making up. They have a structure. They have rules.
I mean, the perfect time. I think that's just a female thing. Period.
But black women do it differently. Black women do it.
It is a female thing, but because it is a female thing, sometimes you sacrifice the love of your own to do the female thing. Because sometimes your son gonna be involved. and you would sacrifice your son for the female
Well,
thing.
if black women, if
Females
black
always gonna
women,
gang
We're
up
if
on
just
bro,
you.
if
discussing the
black
gynocracy.
women,
Yeah,
You guys are
black
arguing the
women,
gynocracy. All I'm doing is giving you the nuances of the gynocracy,
if the
how the
black women,
gynocracy works.
Now
This
I
is
if black
understand what you're saying,
gynocracy is
perfect.
so strong. They stick together. The mamas, the daughters, the baby mamas, mamas, baby mamas. They stick together. They have a hierarchy. They have a construct. What are we talking about here? You don't. Why
hold
are we
on,
just?
hold
okay.
on, hold on.
No,
I,
I
So
agree with you,
I
perfect
gotta
gentleman.
get
I
in
agree.
edgewise, y'all. I gotta get in. Shout out to Black Who
let
Strike.
me just say this last point. If black women love their daughter, why can't their black daughters read? That girl in Philadelphia just highlighted that black girls cannot read at grade level. That's not love, bro. That's not love.
It's not love, but at the end of the day, they don't believe their image will be hurt by it, so it's okay.
Correct.
Black women will do things to protect their image. If they
That's not
don't
love.
think it's necessary for their kids to read to protect their image, they're not gonna teach them to read.
Right.
Okay,
Just
And
but
they,
is what it is,
if
bro.
you don't
their
think your kids
definition of
should
love
know
is
love,
different, bro. I agree with you that, but our definition of love, the way a father defines love and the way a woman, we know that it's men and
no,
women,
no,
bro.
no,
It's,
no, no, no. People don't get to define words. Words are defined in the
you can
fundamental
define
way.
love. You can define love. We're not gonna have that debate.
Okay, I got to get in and say this because you asked the question. You said, "Let me make this point." You made your point. I gave you a response because I'm telling you, black women love their image more than anything else. And my
Mm-hmm.
answer aligned with the fact that black women love their image more than anything else. Okay, if they ain't got if their image is not gonna suffer because their kids can't read, then their kids reading is not important. That's simple. Okay. But let me say shout out to Black Who Strikes. He says Roger's right. If we were in Europe, we can judge Caucasians via the separate geographical origins and history. But in America, they're all just white people. Okay, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not looking at your heritage. I'm looking at what's on your house and all this. You just white to me. It is what it is. You just white. Now
I
I'm
can dig
I'm
it.
I'm gonna say this from a community standpoint. Men make a community. And because men make a community, my thing is I include wives and children that live in their home. Because anytime you remove men from a community, that community doesn't exist anymore. History
I,
has proven that time and time again. So women don't make a community. But I will say black women are trying to make their own community and they're trying to seek out other men to so they can be a part of that other man's community. At the end of the day, how do I see you as part of my community when you're not married to none of us?
well, Roger, I was always taught families make communities.
If you're not married, you ain't a family.
Well. Hold on,
That
Robert.
go for both men and women.
Hold on.
No.
If you don't,
They,
you listen. If you don't have a family, you are your own family until you create an extension.
if you are a man,
Okay.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
you're a man, you are your own family until you decide as a man to create an external family. But if you do not, then you are your own family. That's how
and,
that works.
Okay.
and a woman doesn't have that privilege. She is part of the family that she was born into until she goes somewhere where she's out on her own. Now, the issue that a lot of sisters have at this particular point is they was never part of a family in the first place because they was never under their daddy's roof.
Mm-hmm.
They are a bunch of renegades. They are
Also,
a bunch of people that ain't our people. And the issue that black men have is we keep pretending that they're our people when
thank you,
she's not.
thank you.
Now, I'm
And
not saying you can't help them come into the community, but stop believing they're us if they're not us.
See, I think y'all mistaken what I was trying to say. When I said culture, I literally mean that is the culture that they go by. Like I'm from a Christian home. Like my people's just mad, like really into religion and all that. We pray before we eat and all that. I had to sneak out to listen to hip hop, which is a culture. Those people that follow that culture of hip hop, that is just what they do. That is that.
That's
I
And
mean,
if
not.
you don't follow that culture, then you don't have to worry about it. But at the end of the day, those who are standing outside lump us all together as far as a race.
No, we
And
can't.
that's where
We
we
can't.
have to understand that. But the
no,
culture that they practice is not. might not be the culture of a person who's deep in church, or a person who's an Israelite, or a person who's a Presbyterian, or vice, or you understand what I'm saying?
But that's why I said there's an inside view and there's an outside view. Just like when I see white people, I just see white people. I don't see German. I don't see French. I don't see whatever you want to throw in there. I just see white people.
Until you talk to them.
But I'm outside of their group. I'm not in their group. They know their differences. Now, I'm in my group. I can see the difference. I understand they don't see the difference. They see black, they just see black. When I see black, I see which community of black people you belong to. Are you the respectable, productive, functional black man that believes in black man leadership? Or are you part of this dysfunctional, anti-family, single mother community? I see the difference because it shows in all the different stuff that we do. I'm in the group, therefore I can see a difference. And my thing is every black man should be able to see the difference. But every black man don't look at it.
Hip hop is just the soundtrack. It's not the actual culture. Hip hop is just the soundtrack, and it wasn't always this. It was perverted to become the soundtrack for those people who live that life. But it's not the actual culture. Like if we get into the culture, it gets into some shit, some nearly full of shit. Just the shit that BGS be talking about. The culture is not the music. The music just depicts what's going on, and we have
the culture.
Go ahead.
These women ain't part of my culture.
No.
My culture is not being a hater. Because you got to be a hater to go out and be a professional thief. You too lazy to get it yourself, so you rather just take it from somebody else. You a hater by default. My culture ain't got nothing to do with being no hater.
To be fair, Roger just made that up, so I don't know if we can go by that yet.
I just made
He made that up today. He made that up today.
No,
perfect time. I understand what
everything I said, I done say many times. Great Black Reset for years before you even found the channel.
Man, Roger be making shit up left and right, bro. Roger be making that shit because now it's debatable whether they love their daughter. Before, absolutely not.
No, I didn't say. No, you didn't listen to what I said, brother. I said
it's evil.
I said people would make it a debate. And if you ask me though, they don't love their kids in general. People would make a debate that they love their daughters.
So
now,
Roger,
if you include the sons, I think people are more accepting of it.
How are we talking about black men? How are we talking about black men?
Because holding a black woman accountable is almost impossible for black men.
Damn.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
The default is to talk about black men when it comes to
no. That's not what happened today.
Women.
That's absolutely not what happened.
Everybody understand this. When GBR and Hot Sauce are on the same side, it's some BS going on. I'm gonna just say that right
now. Hey, Roger.
20 minutes. He's supposed to be on the curb.
Roger, can I ask the panel a question?
Go ahead, brother, because y'all know we out of time, though. But go ahead.
All right, so every other community, men control a community. Men depict what goes on in their community, right? Our women are out of control.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally a reflection on black males' leadership. Black men's pimp hand, black men's strong hand. That's literally when the Chinese man looks at our community, he like, you are weak because your woman is out of control.
I mean, a Chinese man can look at our community and say that. I totally get that. Now, me, when I look at us, I don't even see them as part of my community. These two broads ain't got nothing to do with my community. They not included.
I'm with you on that, right?
Well, that's why
I would be saying Washington no damn way.
Hold on.
That's why every other culture looks at us the way we do, because we make our own rules up.
No,
we don't go by the rules of the world. We make our own rules.
The thing is, the leaders of a community do define their own rules. And as a leader of the community, you got to tell me how these women are even attached to me. I don't even see an attachment. Where's the attachment at?
Roger, you're not the leader of nature, and nature states that you're supposed to control your woman.
And she ain't my woman.
Well,
she not your woman just because she don't want to listen to you, or she not your woman because you
she
don't
ain't
know
my
how to
woman because she ain't attached to any man in my community.
Well, Shark, there are a billion Chinese people over there in China, brother. You think that they are?
Hold on, go. See, my thing is this ain't about one group of people, about another group of people. If you tell me she if you tell me she's a reflection of my community, I need to understand how she's even attached to my community. Who said she one of us? Where's the proof?
Genetics.
No, come on, man.
Genetics.
You literally came out of her.
It's not genetics because people marry into different communities all the time.
No, I
So
said
it
you
ain't
literally
genetics.
came out of it.
Okay, you're right. Chuck says, don't
It couldn't
imitate
be
me.
our genetic. It couldn't be our genetic.
No. The point is because a woman can leave her community and marry a man of a different community to join a different one. Genetics ain't what keep you in the community because she still got the genetics, but she went somewhere else.
Let me put it to you like this: a woman can marry outside her community. That woman is still genetically connected to her community. Now, her child will not be a part of the community that she came from.
And her genetics don't count because, just like you said, she married outside the community. So her genetics don't mean squat anymore.
No, it do. What is it?
Not to the community. It don't mean nothing no more.
I saw that she went to the community.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I mean, that's just not how it works.
I want to say something to you guys. Like, you guys, anybody got like a German car? You know, I got my first German car when I was young, and I learned you had to go to like a different mechanic, and there's like different wrenches. You know what I'm saying? Than the American car costed me more money. I kept buying German cars though. I feel like you guys are trying to use an American wrench on a German car. Like I get the moral what Shark is saying and how our women, and it sounds logical, it makes sense. 1 + 1 = 2, right? But it's a German car, and we are in a unique position as Germans, right? We can't apply. We can't use the American wrenches on this engine, and I think we're gonna keep going in a circle, having this conversation, trying to apply that logic to the German car. It's not gonna fix it.
Well, perfect time. You make a perfect example. The German car. You buy a German car, and you're in America. The car is now in America, but it's still German. Just because the German car left Germany to come to America doesn't make the car now American. It is still German.
No, but we're talking about how to fix it and how to change the oil. I agree with that.
You still need to use German techniques.
Correct. But we're trying to fix it in an American body shop. That's what I did when I was young. Can you fix my Benz? And the shit starts sounding like shit. You got to take it to a German mechanic. So it sounds like a Mercedes.
Hey, person, I was over there in Europe, and I had the Jetta, right? So when I had the Jetta and it went wrong, whatever, I took it to a German dealer. Why? Because I'm in Germany. So to that point, I'm here in America. I ride cars that require an American wrench. Regardless of where the car comes from, it is an American wrench.
So Lulu Lifter is correct. At the end of the day.
No, the thing is, no matter y'all talking about trying to fix something inside a particular item. When you leave a community, you left it. It's over with. The door closed behind you. No. The door closes behind you. Just because a white man lives next to me, he's not a part of the black community. He got a black neighbor now. He just moved in next door to me. That don't make him part of the quote unquote black community because he actually lives in a physical black community. That ain't how life works.
A black man still have black genetics.
A black woman married to a black man, genetics don't matter no more. It doesn't matter to the community anymore. No. The thing is, you try to avoid truth. It doesn't matter to the community anymore.
No, you're avoiding.
No. Her genetics don't matter to the community anymore because everything she's doing from that forth on is about helping the white community. Her genetics don't matter to our community anymore.
She's still black. It doesn't change.
We don't care if she's black. She don't matter no more. It's over with.
Is she? Are we her daddy?
It's over. She picked another community. Let her go.
Wait. Are we her daddy?
No.
That's beside the point. Because even if she got it.
Because my soul brought up genetics. Now, if Roger, if you have a child, then that child is your genetics. Now these are two
Oh,
grown
then
men.
yes,
No,
then
no,
yes,
no, no,
yes.
brother. The genetics
All
don't count. Genetics count
I
when it's.
get it, but hot
gen-
sauce brought up genetics. That's
It,
why I'm
it.
pressing.
genetics
My
do
thing
count.
is, it doesn't matter because the genetics aren't for our community anymore. They're for a different community. The
It
I
does
goal of
agree.
count.
those, the goal
I
of
agree
her
with you.
genetics is to help a whole different community out. It's not to help ours.
I
She
agree
went
with
over there.
you.
Her genetics gonna matter over there.
I agree
Her,
with you, Roger. I'm just saying for hot sauce, he brought up genetics. And
yeah. It's so see,
It's a
what I'm
mute
saying,
point. It's a
what I'm
mute point.
saying,
get
it's
it,
not a big
Roger.
point. What I'm saying to you is that no matter if she dates a white man, Latino man, whatever man, she is still black. Now her children
It
will be
doesn't make
a
a
different,
difference.
different.
Hot
It
sauce,
does
you
make a
trolling,
difference.
man. You
No,
trolling.
no, no,
I'm not. I think you might be trolling. I think you're absolutely trolling.
no. Bro. This the thing. It don't matter. She chose something else. You let her
Just,
go.
just
You let
it,
it go, and you get out
it,
the way. How does it? She's gone, man. It's over with. Now I don't know why that's so
but
hard for people to take. She out of here, man. Let her go.
I'm with you, Roger.
just because you say it's different does not make it true, right?
No, no.
That's how we have words.
You
That's
can
how
be
we have
black.
words that are
You can't.
defined in
No.
dictionary,
I'm
so
not
that
saying
you
that, bro. You can
understand.
be black and still not be a part of a community. That's how you put. That's about pushing people out. You don't let everybody be a part of what you got
No,
going on.
because she can. So, for example, because she can still help her community out.
How she gonna help her community out? Her community is now white or Mexican.
She can have her white husband donate to black initiatives.
She's
She
not
can have.
helping that community at that
Back,
point.
you need to
Now
play. She
she's
stole
helping
the
a different
bag,
community.
bro.
Oh,
You play. She
she can have
stole the
her
bag, bro.
Latino
She
husband.
gonna donate
She can
those
have her
bags.
Latino husband donate to black initiatives. She can
If
have her
if
Asian
the
husband.
husband donates to a
When
black
the fuck did that
initiative,
ever happen
she's
though, bro?
not help. She's not
Just
helping her community. She's now helping a different community.
Hey,
She's
Roger.
not a part of the community no more, bro.
like I said, just
Roger,
because
Black
she's married
Guru put
to
time.
a
Hot
white
Sauce
man,
just came to admit that he wrong, bro. That's part of
I'm
his
not wrong.
personality trait.
I'm
He
not
can't admit
wrong.
that he wrong. But I mean,
Let,
you are
let
wrong. But
every
it's okay, bro.
every motherfucker
Hold on.
say
She
I'm
can't
All I'm
wrong
be.
gonna say,
about this.
She ain't a
I'm gonna
part.
give you a very simple answer, bro.
No.
I'm gonna give you a
But
very simple way to
she is
answer
Every
not
this.
a part
motherfucker
of
say
two different communities, bro. She's a
marry
part of
outside of
one.
race, still
Roger.
help with civil rights.
Black Guru put a
The
time.
black woman who
I'm
married
gonna give I'm
George
gonna give
Lucas
you I'm gonna give you
was
the answer to this question, right?
Hold on,
If you at war, right? And
usual. I brought you up for overtime because you came too late. That's your fault the whole
I got you.
time, bro. Okay. Now, this is the thing, bro. She's not part of two communities. She's either part of the black community or she's part of that white community. If she got a white husband, because that's what your example says, she is now part of a white community. If she gives money to a community that ain't white, she gave it to a different community because that's not the community she belongs to anymore. It's over with.
no.
Now, why you can't let her go? That's a personal thing. She not
No,
ours, bro.
it's not a personal thing. I don't have a
It is
problem
a
with that.
personal thing because she don't belong to us, bro. She belongs to that white community she married into.
Who you marry does not mean that you no longer does not dictate what community you belong to.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
No, it don't.
Every woman is going to be under their husband's leadership, and that husband belongs
Yeah,
to a
but okay,
community,
fine,
and
whatever.
his community is now their focus.
No.
All right, we gonna have to pick
Hassos,
this
you
up.
gotta
We'll have
understand.
to
You
pick this up on a
arguing.
different day. We'll pick it up
Hassos,
on a different day. We're
I
gonna
mean,
pick
he
it up
just
on this.
hey, bro, the matriarch is strong in that man, bro.
We
Okay.
got 12 minutes past the 3 hour mark. We'll pick this up again later. We'll pick it up again later. We out of here for the day, y'all. Hey, it's been a great show. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to the channel. Okay, we do this Monday through Friday, y'all. 9 a.m. Chicago time, not where you happen to be. Okay, 9 a.m. Chicago time. I'm checking the cash apps right now. Somebody said another cash app got sent. Okay, shout out to Tunnel Runner. He dropped $5.57 for the Trail Bendy tax. Appreciate you, my brother. He said Tunnel Runner and Maria eating ice cream together. Well, shout out to you, brother. Because it's definitely hot around here. I don't know if it's hot where you at, but it's hot around here.
I
And
love Tunnel Runner, man. What a pancakes at? Tunnel Runner, tell us about the pancakes, man.
and shout out to Dare I Said It. He says black men are strapping up and pulling out. And of course, that's about us. The fact that black women are having the number of babies being born go down. Now it is happening in other places. It's just happening for different reasons in other places because the economics is not what's stopping black women from having babies. Okay, other people is more economics, and yes, there's more feminism done. But black women been killing fetuses based on what a black man don't want. And at the end of the day, we just ain't even trying to get them pregnant no more. So they're not going to be able to have babies the way they used to. And that's why you got women online complaining that they can't have a kid. We don't want to. We ain't volunteering for it no more. We done said from a collective standpoint because it's 54% of black men that don't have children. So now it's the collective that black men said we want to impregnate somebody else, and that's just what it is. Or we don't want to impregnate nobody. However you want to take it. But y'all, we got to end the show. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Long live the habitual line steppers. I'm Roger. I'm right, and I'm out.